Content disclaimer: the views, comments, and opinions expressed by guest speakers or authors on this YouTube channel do not necessarily reflect or represent the views and opinions held by this channel's broadcasters and its sponsors. Parental guidance is advised. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teachers, scholarship, education, and research. For fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringed. Greetings, one and all. Happy new day to you. Happy new day. We on another Lionsgate now. This is the second Lionsgate of the month. So y'all get this thing straight. You know, man? Okay, I'm in front of this computer. I told y'all about my eyes and these computers, so I gotta put on my blue blocker glasses. I gotta put on my blue blocker glasses because my blue blocker glasses help to lessen the frequency of my eyes. So we're going to look like Ray Charles today. Oh, Stevie Wonder. Oh, superstition. Riding on the wall. We're going to look like Stevie Wonder today. There is superstition. Riding on the wall. If you believe in things you don't understand. Superstition. In the way, bum, 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 bum. Yeah. Ow. Having a good time as usual. You know, I don't stop. I love enjoying myself. And if you don't love enjoying yourself, man, get off of my page. Get out of here. I love to enjoy myself, and y'all gonna recognize that every time I come on. But y'all gotta please like, subscribe, share, comment, and thumb up the video. Today is August the 17th. Happy birthday to someone I just texted, Sister Khadija, Brother Panic's wife. Sister Khadija, happy birthday to you, beloved. Happy birthday to Marcus Garvey. Happy birthday to the late, great Marcus Garvey. Happy birthday to the DJ Mr. C, the late Mr. C, no matter what he's been going through. Happy birthday to Mr. C. And also, big up to Reese. Just also text Brother Panic's sister, who's not born today, but she born, I think, November 25th. Big up to her. She born the same day as my brother, so that's a good look. Very good people. Big up to that family, of course. Big up to the spirit and the energy of Brother Panic, of course, as we continue to keep on spreading the message from a metaphysical perspective. You know, he did it his way, and that's what we loved about him. He did it his way, and he said what he meant and meant what he said. That's what I respected about him. You know, I got his books and all that stuff over here. I still got some of his panic packs, you know, but again, happy birthday to Sister Khadija. Beautiful soul, beautiful spirit. Love her energy all the time, man. Always very accommodating and warm, you know. And if you ever want to do a session with her, I believe she still have that website up, occultlectures.com, occultlectures.com. Show her some love, spread some love to her, and, you know, do what you got to do. And first, let's get some of the business out of the way. let's get some of the business out of the way because I like to mind my business. today's uh, today's program is called Life is a Series of Lessons. And we're going to focus on all of those words and what they mean. And I will allow people to circulate donations to see what lessons that you have to overcome with the numbers that you're connected to, especially with your birthday, particularly with your birthday, not with your name, but just your birthday today. So I will definitely scroll that at the bottom. I will definitely scroll that at the bottom. And let me make sure I know when people are sending their donations. Hold on one second. And of course, y'all know me. My donation circulation over here. I ain't too proud to ask for that donation circulation, baby. Here it is. And no super chats, please circulate a minimum of $10.10 and up, $11.11, $12, $13. I want to keep it like that, the double, the 10, the 11, the 12, the 13, because it helps to stimulate the divine digital coding a little bit better when you do that 11, 12, 10. That's what we're going. That's where we're starting at 10. Don't go 9. Don't go 8. Don't go 4. No, we're dealing with 10, 11, 12. So if you want to get your, understand what lessons you came to learn through your birth date, not your name, just your birth date, because all your names and your birthday has lessons, because every number has a lesson and a blessing frequency. Man, that's what I love about numerology, because it's not psychic. And big up to all those people that are psychics and intuitive. Numbers help to tap in and help you to align you to keep on going with your intuition. That's what I love about doing numerovation, because I don't just do numerology. I want y'all to don't get it twisted. I do numerovation because it helps me to open you up to work towards staying motivated with your numbers and activating your numbers. And I got numerology and astrology books of people that predicted death and all that. I ain't doing all of that. I ain't predicting nobody death, because I want you to live now. Me not predict nobody death. And I got books on it. But why would people want to predict death when they want to know what's going on now and deal with their life now? And it's all right if that's what you want to learn, and you go and research it. I'm not doing that. Just letting y'all know that. All right. So let me scroll this on the bottom. No super chats, please. Only Cash App and PayPal. I will put it in the link right now. No super chats, only Cash App and PayPal. That's all we're working with here. All right. Let me put it in the chat so y'all can have it live and direct in the chat. Big up to Barbara. What's up, Barbara? Big up to Dorothy in the building. I see some names are popping up. And if you could hear me clearly, put the number 1 in the chat. If you could hear me clearly, put the number 1 in the chat. If you could hear me clearly, put the number 1 in the chat. It's all right. And remember to please like, subscribe, and share this video. Like, subscribe, and share this video. Because when you learn, you earn. And remember, sharing is caring. Always remember that. Sharing is caring. And once you understand that, and I'm not afraid to share, got to share the information. Like people like Panic and Bobby Hemmett, I love to share books also. Love to share books, because I don't want you to think that it comes only from me. Some of it comes from me. Some of it comes from internal studies. Some of it comes from external studies. Some just come the way it's supposed to come. And I love it when it's coming. Oh, big up to my brother, Serious Times, big up Shabazz. He put up the Gathering of the Masters on his, he got the Gathering of the Masters on his Serious Times media. So that happened in Atlanta in the year 2000. That's when Dr. Khalid was alive, Dr. Africa. Bobby Hemmett was active and doing his thing, because he's still alive, but he's not active. And I understand that. Hey, sometimes you got to take a break and keep it moving. That's what I say. Sometimes you got to take a break and keep it moving. When I quiet down, y'all know it's about time for me to just keep it moving. That's what. Anytime you see me quiet down, you know it's time to keep it moving. I ain't got no time for people bull crap. No, no, no. I'm drinking my Dr. B tea. Big up to Dr. B. Mm-hmm. Ah, boy, that's like some good wine, some good wine. Instagram, where you at, Instagram? How you doing, Instagram? I see all my Instagram family, Destiny in the building, saying the grand rising. I see Joel Baxter in the building. I see Steven. I see Sensei Aaron in the building. What's up, Sensei? I see Naji Yogi in the building. I see Alan in the building. I see Clark Love Life in the building. I see Alan. All right, I see y'all. Okay, this is the second Lionsgate for the month, because 1 and 7 equals 8, and then with 2024 equals 8. Okay, but this is another dynamic, because when we added it all across before, it added up to 24 when you add that 888. But when you add 8 plus 17, the old method of new enough, plus 8 adds up to 33. So this particular Lionsgate is ruled by the 33 energy. Because when you add it the old way, and I got it on the board. Hold on one second. I got it on the board. Got it right here on the board. Well, you can't see that. Hold on. Let me spread my wings real quick. Let me spread my wings so y'all can see the board better. Spread the wings. Spread love. I'm spreading love, and I'm gonna spread my wings right now. Here we go. Let's spread the wings, and let's tighten it up. So on the board, on the board right now, this is 8, 17, and 2024 adds up to 8. That's 33. Now, if I did it 8 plus 17 plus 2024, it adds up to 2049. That adds up to 15. When we did the 888, it added up to 24. So the first one was 88824, which is a 6. The second one is 8, 17, 8 plus 17 plus 8 gets you that 33. But in another way, another older way of adding the mathematics is 8 plus 17 plus 2024 equals 2049, adds up to 15, which is a 6. So you have different levels of recognize, but I'm looking at this 33. This 33 has gotten me. This 33 got a hold on me. It got a hold on me, this 33. For some reason, because 15 got a hold on me, but I understand that 15 in tarot is the devil card. So I got it. I understand that, where it's about bringing the balance between the material world and the spiritual world, but also the creative world and the freedom-loving world, because of that 1 and 5, and then to bring it to balance, which is a 6. And of course, the 888, August 8, 2024 added up to 24, which is all healing, compassion, and foundation laying. And then it added up to the number 6, which is the need to balance and harmonize. But I'm looking at this 33 right now, today for a reason. And I hope everybody understand why I'm doing it from another level, because that's what it's all about. Being able to look at these things from a multiplicity of levels. Multiplicity of levels. You know, big up to Falana. She sent a donation of 12. We're coming to you soon, Falana. Give me a few minutes. Let me break down what I have to break down. So to me, because I see the 333, remember, I teach holistic numerovation. So I look at all the little different nuances of adding it up. And even when I add up the 8 plus 1 plus 7 plus 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 4, that adds up to 24 again. But I don't want to live in the 24 when I see a higher vibration by adding it differently. So when I add 8 plus the 17, which is an 8, and then plus 2024, which adds up to an 8, now I see 33. And 33 is a powerful number to have, to use for this day. So I will implore everyone to use this particular Lionsgate from a 33 perspective. And if you want to break it down to a 6, it's always going to bring balance, because 24 equals 6, 15 equals 6. It is what it is. 6 is always going to remind you of the balance and the love and the forgiveness you have to bring. It's always about that forgiveness at the end of the day. But remember, 33 deals with selfless giving. 33 is the cosmic guardian over all of the energies of this particular day. 33 is looked at as an example that you have to discern between the martyrdom and the compassion of service. There's a martyrdom and a compassion of service. That's what 33 represents. And 33 is known as the highly sensitive and the highly empathic number. So this is a day, this Lionsgate, second Lionsgate day is about being highly empathic or empathetic. Empathic and empathetic, but learning to develop the powers of the 33 is by using a youthful energy. So today, universally, if you add it that particular way or add it that particular way or add it the other way, it's all going to break down to the number 6, but it's also dealing with divine compassion and teachers. So the person born on this day is also in a 33, 24, 15, or the number 6 personal day. So this is one of their crossroads lives. Like I just mentioned, Khadidra, I just mentioned Marcus Garvey, Mr. C, although Marcus Garvey and Mr. C has already transitioned. Those that are alive today under this August the 17th, this is one of your family frequencies that you need to pay more attention to your family. Your grandchildren, your children, pay attention, because usually when 6 shows up, it's either a loss or gain of family. Say that again. It's either a loss or gain of family, loss or gain of relationship, loss or gain of money, loss or gain of finance. When 33-6 shows up, when 15-6 shows up, when 24-6 shows up, because those are numbers of balance. Remember, all even numbers, according to the study of numbers, all even numbers are the balanced numbers. 2 might be the balance of compassion and relationship. 4 might be the balance of foundation and laying a foundation and learning how to balance things out mentally, physically, and spiritually. 6 is the foundation, the balance of family, companionship, and connection to responsibilities. 8 is the balancing of your checkbook, or your diversification, or learning how to balance your energy and the frequency that you allow in your life. So every one of those even numbers, 2, 4, 6, 8, who do we appreciate, are all different levels of balance, and could be the loss of a balance or the gain of balance, because everything has its duality and everything has its cause and effect. Everything has its lessons and its blessings. So today's lesson is the numerovational and spiritual perspective of life is a series of lessons. And we're going to break down the mathematics to that whole saying right there. The words, life is a series of lessons. We're going to break it down. But I do want to share my notes that I gathered last night. I didn't go to bed again till 3 o'clock gathering these notes and studying and researching. I was up doing my thing, because that's what we do as people who are striving to help others to be their best self. So let's go to my notes. Let's go to my notes. I see y'all. I see people are donating and circulating. Thank you very much so far. I'll be coming to those momentarily. Let me get rid of that page. Hold on one second. Boom, boom, boom. Let me scroll this up a little. All right. So big up to all of those people that realize that life is a series of lessons that you can flip into a blessings. Let's make sure we are clear on that. Don't mean you have to stay in the mental madness of the lesson, because lessons are here to be flipped into a blessing. Lessons are here to be flipped into a blessing. So my notes, this is what I said in my notes. Okay. So I'm going to read it out and probably have a little fun with it. So lessons is a series of, life is a series of lessons. It's a profound spiritual principle that suggests that every experience challenge, and situation we encounter in an opportunity is an opportunity for growth, learning, spiritual evolution. So here are some key aspects of this principle. All right. Understand. Again, let me say, life is a series of lessons is a profound spiritual principle that suggests that every experience, challenge, and situation, whether with mom, dad, brother, sister, job, whatever you're doing, every experience, challenge, situation, relationships we encounter is an opportunity for growth. So if you're in a relationship of any kind, did you learn from that relationship, learn what to do and what not to do? Because in relationships, there is a two-way street. And sometimes it's like a dance. And if you're not willing to do the dance with that person, the dance look all messed up on the dance floor. You ever seen a person get on the dance floor and they trying to do the cha-cha slide and they absolutely don't know what the hell they doing? It looks messed up. If you're dancing with somebody and you're doing the tango or you're doing the waltz or you're doing the two-step or you're doing the stepping or you stepping in the name of love, if one person can't do that stepping, the steps look all off and you need to go change your partner or you need to help that partner learn how to step. So every experience, challenge, and situation we encounter is an opportunity for growth, learning, spiritual evolution. And let me give you some key principles. All right. Number one, growth through challenges. Life's difficulties are not obstacles. You got to look at life difficulties as not obstacles, but stepping stones for personal growth and self-improvement. Y'all always hear me quote Les Brown when he says, every setback is a setup for a comeback. Every setback is a setup for a comeback. Y'all hear me quote Les Brown sometimes. So growth through challenges and life's difficulties, and realizing that life difficulties are not obstacles, but they're here to be learned, for you to learn from them. And that they are stepping stones for your personal growth and self-improvement. And sometimes it's not even for the other person. Sometimes it's just for you and you needed to go through that. Can I get an amen and an a woman in the chat? Sometimes it's just for you. And if the other person don't get it, it's all right. Don't take it personal. Don't take it personal. Take the bitter with the sweet. Easy come, easy go. Don't take it personal. I don't take it personal no more. Nah, man, me no in that. In my Jamaican language. Let me get an amen or a woman in the chat. Don't take it personal. I see y'all. Don't take it personal, family. Don't take it personal. Please don't do it. Don't do it to yourself. Don't do it to yourself. Somebody asked Lion Sunshine. Yes, Lion Sunshine. From my perspective, Island Sunshine, from my perspective, it doesn't just have two, it has 3 Lionsgate portals. From my perspective, everybody else, they focus on 8-8. That is the original Lionsgate. But if you have 17 in the month and you have 26 in the month, then you got another form of Lionsgate that still deals with the healing frequency that is connected to. So Island, that person on Instagram, I had to answer your question. I wanted to answer your question. It has 3, not 4, not 2. It has 3 Island Sunshine. And it's just that the most strongest of them is the first one that happened. This is the second one today, and the 26th will be the third one in Virgo. But that's more lesser frequency because it's now entered Virgo. But these 2 Lionsgate is the Leo energy. But the Virgo is the 888 energy that shows up. So we can still use those angel numbers or those DDC numbers, which is digital divine digital coding. You can still use those coding and use those energy in the Virgo, but you have to do it more because it's in Virgo that August the 26th, it's another different layer of it because Virgo deals with analytical. being an analyst, analyzing. So when it comes up, when the gate comes in, the 888 gate comes in from the August 26th perspective, that's when you need to analyze your life, analyze where you're going, being very analytical about what you do and how you do things, because also that adds up to another healing frequency. So I might come back on August 26th and break that down for reasons, because people need to know that it's not a Lion's Gate, because the Lion's Gate reside in the Leo energy, but it's a virgin gate to me. From my perspective, it's a virgin healing gate that sometimes you have to go back and be like a virgin again, unlearn to relearn. In order for you to learn new things, you have to unlearn some of your old things. So you have to be like a virgin, coming out like a child again. So I hope y'all understand what I'm saying and understand what I'm saying. It's very important for that. But that's from my numerical perspective, where other people might see it differently, because that 26, when it shows up, if you ever read my book, Numerovation for Mental Stability, if you ever read my book on that, you'll find that 26 is a very interesting number. And because it's coming up in the month of August, which also in the Pythagorean adds up to a number 17, and because the word August in the Chaldean system, the older melanated system, adds up to a number 23, which is the number of the royal lion and the lioness. So the Lion's Gate throughout the whole month, or the lion energy throughout the whole month of August, still exists, just because that the number frequency in the Chaldean, the older system of the two, is a royal lion and lioness symbol, and a royal lion and lioness frequency. So the Lion's Gate is still going to be open for the whole month of August, because of the vibration that it's connected to in the older system of numerology, which is the Chaldean system. And like I said in my book, going back to the number 26, when 26 shows up, it's the symbol of consideration of the path taken and learning how to tread lightly and with caution. So, of course, you're analyzing every step you take when the 26 shows up. But right now we're in the 17, and 17 is, according to what I've been researching and studied, is the symbol of peace and love, peace of mind and love in your heart. That's what the 17 represents in the older school of number. It's also considered the highly spiritual number, symbolizing the 8-pointed star of Venus. In ancient, this is what I'm reading from my book. In ancient circles, it's called the star of the Magi. So today's frequency is also adding the star of the Magi energy. And those that know the history of the Magi, if you don't know the history of the Magi, go look it up, or go read Mfundishi Jehutima's book on the Magi. He has a book called The Magi, the Magi, the Magi. That's where you get the word magic from. That's where you get the word magic from. The Magi were those alchemists, those scientists that were able to turn little of nothing into something. Please like, subscribe, share, and thumb up this video, because this is going to be very significant for many people who are on their spiritual journey. It is a journey that we're all on. Big up to people like I told Brother Panic years ago. I said, brother, your teachings, the rawness of his teaching made my numerovation better, because it opened me up to think outside of the regular box of a numerologist and all that. And even when Sister Khadijah spoke at Brother Rich's event in New York, the first time they came and spoke, she said something about numerology. And I wasn't there. I was watching it on the live. And also what she said opened me up to another level, because I learned from everybody. I don't care who they are. I learned from everybody. And that's what you're supposed to do. Being able to take these DDCs, divine digital codes. Thank you to Sri Master Gano Grills for reminding me of, it's not just angel numbers, but they're divine digital codes or coding. So when you see them, and when you want to use them, you got to use them like a divine digital coding. So today, being another Lion's Gate on another level, is the star of the Magi level of the Lion's Gate. The 26 will be the 26 will be a different Lion's Gate, but it's coming from an analytical Virgo perspective, considering the path taken. So you're analyzing when you're in consideration of something, you're analyzing something before you make certain move. Treading lightly and being of caution is mean you're analyzing something before you start making move. And it's not that you're not supposed to do it. It's just that you got to make sure you dot all I's and cross every T in whatever you do. That's the important factor about this. Man, it's powerful. It's a powerful thing. It's powerful. Turn your lessons into blessings, family. Turn your lessons into blessings. Turn your lessons into blessings. Because today's topic, like I said, today's topic is exactly what I meant it what I meant it to be, what I meant it for. Today's topic is life is a series of lessons. Life is a series of lessons. Again, let me go back to my notes. Going into number 2, because I already said growth through challenges. Life difficulties are not obstacles, but stepping stones for personal growth and self-improvement. Number 2 is karmic lessons. A lot of people get caught up on the negative of the word karma instead of remembering what karma means in the Hermetic philosophy. Karma means cause and effect. Karmic lessons. Each experience is a chance to resolve past karma, release old patterns, and balance energies. But please note that karma has duality just by what the name means or what the word means. It means cause and effect. So if you put out the bad cause, you got to be very mindful of the bad effect coming back. If you put out the good cause, you got to be mindful of the good effect coming back and be alerted on the good effect. So each experience is a chance to resolve past negative karma, release old negative patterns, so you can balance energy. So let me put the word negative in front of it, because karma is not just negative, it's also positive. And release old negative patterns. Let me put negative in front of there, because patterns can be so positive and negative. You got to know the duality of them all. So let me see. These are my notes that I'm typing, and so I can adjust them. As a jejna, not a mentor. I told y'all about that word mentor. I don't use that word. I don't like using it. But as a jejna, Ethiopian word for accountable teacher, warrior, and guide, I have to be able to correct even on the point and recognize mistakes that I make along the way, because in your mistake is when you also learn too. That's also a lesson to you. So this is what I'm writing this 3 a.m. So, I'm going through it in my head, all my stuff. I'm just typing and downloading and all kinds of stuff. So it is what it is. Then I look it up and make sure that I'm correct. I look it up on AI. I look it up on regular dictionary meanings and all that kind of stuff. So I do that just to get my lessons together. Number 3, spiritual evolution. Lessons help us evolve spiritually, developing compassion, wisdom, and higher conscious. How many of you out there are striving and are going through a spiritual evolution right now? Put the number 1 in the chat if you're going through a spiritual evolution right now. You realize it, you recognize it. Put the number 1 in the chat if you recognize that you're going through a spiritual evolution right now. I know I'm putting my hands up. Number 1. I'm putting number 1 on my chat right now. I recognize it, and I'm still going through, because it's a never-ending process. Like Professor Griff says, this is an evolution. This is a process. It's not just an overnight event, not a one-day event. Your whole life becomes a process and an event. Man, it's powerful. I love it. All right, I see y'all on Instagram. I see y'all I see y'all on YouTube and Facebook. Thank y'all very much. I'll be coming to break down a few words and a few names. I already got people already sending me Cash App to break down their lessons, and I'll bring out some books and all that just so you can get the kick. I always have books around me so I can give you the kicker of what it means. So I'll be coming to the people that are circulating Cash App. Remember, you can say no super chat, only Cash App. No super chat, only Cash App. No super chat, only Cash App. Here it is. No super chat. Please circulate a minimum of $10.10, $11, and I'll break down your personal number and go to certain books, and also from my perspective on the lessons you came to learn. Just with that one number, although all the numbers have their lessons, because you ain't doing a full reading or a full session with me, I'm just going to focus on one number. There's a lesson that every number that you're born under came with. I'm born on the first. It comes with a lesson that I have to pay attention to so I don't go down the negative road of it. So I have a lot of time. I have some time before I go and visit my grandchildren today. I have some time today. I have some time today. You know, I have some time today. You know what I'm saying? And I pray that all of you out there are really seriously working on you, working on your mental. This is why I do what I do every day. You don't see me coming on here with drama. I don't come here with debates. Although I respect the drama-driven platforms and the debate-driven platform, because that's their perspective. That's what they want to do. I respect the Sonettas. I respect the Tasha K's. I respect the Star and Buck Wild. I mean, the Star Report. That's it. That's it. You know, Star said he's an adamant bottom feeder and lower frequency feeder. That's what he does. I'm a higher frequency feeder. I'm not a bottom feeder. I want a brain. I want to feed your mental brain with the numbers that I am studying and continuous study. I don't consider myself a master. I consider myself a student master or a master student because I'm always learning. Always learning. Big up to Marcia Moore. Big up to Marcia Moore. How you doing, beautiful? Just checking on you. So, number 3, spiritual evolution lessons help us evolve spiritually, developing compassion, wisdom, and higher consciousness. I want you all to evolve spiritually. We are all evolving it spiritually, developing compassion, wisdom, and higher consciousness. That's why the workshop that another Sri Master is doing on August 30th, August 31st, and September 1st is so important. He's doing 3 levels of awakening, 3 levels of healing. So make sure you go to his website, galacticus.com. That's galacticus.com if you want to attend that. It's going to be in Atlanta, Georgia. Make sure you go to his website. He was on my show recently, but you can only watch that show on Carrie Ann Ingram or through my members only. Carrie Ann Ingram don't have a members only, but you can watch it through Carrie Ann Ingram's YouTube page. The interview we did with Sri Master Ghana Grills last Wednesday on the Healing Vibe. Every Wednesday we do a Healing Vibe show, myself and Carrie Ann. So, so getting back to the point. Next, number 4, choices and consequences. That's like cause and effect. Choices and consequences. Our decisions have consequences, teaching us responsibility and the importance of mindful choices. Are you mindful with the choices you make? Because there's a consequence to every choice. There's responsibility to every choice that we make, both positive and negative. Contemplate on that for a moment. The choices that we make. There was a reggae artist named Ross Shiloh that says, are you satisfied? Are you satisfied with the choices you make? And are you willing to take on the consequences? Remember, all of these lessons, my notes are always in the description, so you can always look back at my notes in the description of this video. Let me go to number 5. Repetition and mastery. Lessons repeat until we master them. ensuring we integrate the learning into our being. I remember Brother Panic saying, we learn through repetition, trauma, and symbolism. I remember Brother Panic saying that, and I use that. We learn through repetition, trauma, and symbolism. So repetition and mastery. It's very important because the more you are repetitiously doing something, then it's something that you're going to master, even if it's debauchery or crime. If you're repetitiously doing it, you become a master of it. So the negative got the repetition and mastery also, just like the positive. So lessons repeat until we master them. Lessons in your life repeat and keep on coming back to you until you master them. People you might not have mastered keep on coming back to you. I had to consult one of my friends, Abundance Child, about that just recently. Why am I attracting someone connected to the same frequency? And she gave me some great answers. And also she studied with Ra Aku, so she gave me some astrological answers. Then when I called Ra Aku, which I'll be having on my show soon, and he'll be vending at my he said he wants to vend at my my anniversary, my celebration in promotion and production. Remember? So and Abundance Child gave me some real good information from an Ifa perspective, from a Moorish perspective, and also from an astrological perspective. And I love when I have my accountability team around me. You have to have an accountability team, because when you're doing that repetition stuff and mastering, you're repetitiously attracting negative people. Then you become a master of attracting negative people throughout your whole life. People don't even realize that. You become a master of attracting negatrons if you don't learn to reposition and reorganize yourself to attract only the positive of it. If you know somebody that goes through that all the time, put that number, hey, send it to them. Send the video to them because they need it. Like, subscribe, share, comment, and thumb up the video. You know people that are going through it. Some people repetitiously attract negative energy, negative people, and they always complaining because they haven't learned to reposition themselves and repetitiously attract positive so they can master that. Because I can tell you from a fact out of my own life, I was in the club life, and I used to say the word biatch every other word, or nigger, the N-word, every other word. Every other word. To the point that I had to check myself and then give myself 21 days to break that habit of saying those words and saying negative words, to the point that one of my girlfriends said, "Why you got to cuss? What's that all about?" In a conversation, "Why you got to cuss?" I had a potty mouth. My mother didn't know that, but I developed a potty mouth on the street. I know my mother watches my shows a lot because, you know, she gets inspired by her son. Moving right along. Number 6, inner wisdom. Trusting our inner guidance and intuition helps us navigate life's lessons and make aligned decisions. You want to make aligned decision, you have to learn to trust the positive inner guidance, because again, they have negative inner guidance as well as positive. There's duality in everything, but you have to trust and live in it, grow in it, align with it, navigate with it. That's why I do numerovation, because those numbers are like navigational GPS. It helps to navigate you so you can stay on the higher frequency of the number and not go down the lower frequency of the number. And sometimes people get complacent, comfortable. That's why in my book, Numerovation for Mental Stability, I talk about the 4 paths one can possibly take: constructive, obstructive, destructive, and complacent. I speak about it in this book. I made sure I wrote it in this book because we do that. Now, that we do really go through that in our life. Number 7, don't worry, I got like 10. I got 10 altogether. I usually do 10 or a little bit more. Number 7, non-judgment and acceptance. Embracing experiences without judgment allows us to learn and grow from them. Man, that's powerful. Man, that is powerful. Woman, that is powerful. That is a very important non-judgmental and acceptance. Embracing experiences without judgment allows us to learn and grow from them. Are you doing that with yourself? Are you doing that with your spouse? Are you doing that with your children? Are you showing that you're not judging people, non-judgmental? Because everybody have their own walk in this lifetime. Everyone have their own walk in this lifetime. Everyone have their own walk. I don't care how old you are. I don't care how young you are. I don't care if you don't have no arms, no eyes, no teeth. I don't care what you got. This is your walk. And this has become a very condescending society where everybody is judgmental of every little thing that you do, especially through social media. Every little thing that you do, you're being judged. Right now, I'm being judged. So if I did something crazy right now, all of what I did that's been positive will go right down the drain. And like Living Proof said, change your thinking, change your choices, change your life. That is the truth. Living Proof. Absolutely right. Thank you very much for that. That is the truth. Next one. Number 8. Interconnectedness. Recognizing our connection to others and the universe helps us understand the broader context of our lessons. Do you recognize that you're interconnected with other people? You're interconnected with the positive and the negative of people, interconnected with the positive and negative of your mother, your father, your dad, your pedigree, your bloodline, your cousin, your family. Even if you don't talk to them, you're interconnected to them, and you got to learn to heal and recognize those connections so you can think on a broader level of how to navigate when the drama comes into your life. Like I always say, I always quote this number 17 person, Lloyd, not Lloyd. Lloyd is born on the 16th. Les Brown is born on the 17th. When things go wrong, don't go with it. Although you're interconnected with certain situations and certain people in your family, in your bloodline, even if you're adopted and you don't know your mother and father, you'll be surprised how you're interconnected with them. Les Brown spoke on something a couple of years about finding out who his mother was. Her last name was Rucker, but they said she was a motivational speaker too. Remember, Les Brown was adopted, so he never knew his mother really. And then he found out that his own mother was a motivational speaker. Something just dropped. Oh, one of my books just dropped. Les Brown found out Les Brown is a top motivational speaker of his time, and he found out that his mother was also a motivational speaker. Is that coincidence? No. That is not coincidence. That is not coincidence. Not at all. Never knew his mother. She abandoned them when the twins was children because of something that she went through. He spoke about it. It's already public. So we're interconnected regardless if you're dead or alive. You're interconnected with your grandparents right now. And you got to recognize your connections to others. And that universe will help. Whether you call that universe, creator, Allah, God, Jah, whatever, helps us to understand the broader context of our lessons that we may have gotten from our grandparents. We may have gotten from our great grandma and granddad. We may have gotten these lessons. But are you willing to turn those lessons into a blessing? That's our job, because obviously we're here for this particular time. There's a reason why all of us are here at this particular time. Number 9, gratitude and humility. Approaching life's lessons with gratitude and humility fosters a receptive and open heart. Do you want your heart open? Do you have gratitude every morning? I woke up in a nice big bed, feeling warm, feeling cool, came out of a nice dream. I was in gratification. I had gratitude in my heart, and with gratitude and humility, it opens up your heart to accept and receive the greatness of who you are and what you are, not just physically but also spiritually. So have gratitude for just waking up another day, and being able to do what you got to do. Last but not least, number 10, excuse me, soul purpose. Life lessons ultimately guides us towards fulfilling our soul's purpose and highest potential. I always knew to a certain, when I got a little older, when I became around 12, I could say that around 10 or 12 years of age, I really always recognized that I gravitated to music. I gravitated to somebody speaking on a mic. I gravitated to commercials and television. I gravitated to listening to radio while I'm doing my homework, because even while my babysitters was around, my cousins, they would play Frankie Crocker and different radio programs, and I would listen to that man. And sure enough, I ended up on radio. I ended up on television. I ended up on stages. Because y'all know this, I've said it before, my father opened a nightclub the year I was born. So already that was setting the stage for me to do what I do. Promotion, television, radio, all of that. Meeting with celebrities and, so soul purpose, life's lessons always shows up in the early parts of your life. You may have compartmentalized it and don't remember it. You just need a recall. Numbers can help you. Astrology can help you. Cardology can help you. Cartomancy can help you. Whatever you want, it can help if you really want it. Jimmy Cliff used to sing a song, "You can get it if you really want. You can get it if you really want, but you must try. Try and try. Try and try. You'll succeed at last." Yes. You got to keep on trying. Don't stop till you get enough. Don't stop till you get enough. Come on. Don't stop. Michael Jackson sung that. Don't stop till you get enough. Ain't no stopping us now. We're on the move. Ain't no stopping us. Ain't nothing stopping us. Life purpose. Your life lessons ultimately guides us towards fulfilling our soul purpose and highest potential. But you can't stop. It ain't over till you win. It ain't over till you keep on going. I'm just saying. Last but not least, embracing these principles, or this principle, helps us to navigate life's journey with purpose, resilience, that word resilience, and spiritual awareness. How many of you think that you need, how many of you that are watching me now, how many of you that are watching me now are ready to embrace your journey? And if you've already embraced your journey, beautiful. Sometimes we get bored on the journey. Sometimes we get tired. Sometimes we get weary. I know. Believe me, sometimes I get tired. But this I love to do. This I love. Y'all can tell that I love to do this. Betty, I'm coming to you also. Falana, I'm coming to you also. I got you. I see you putting up did you put your birthday up, Betty? No, you got to put your birthday. You didn't put your birthday, Betty. Got to put your birthday, Betty. Birthday, Betty. Gotta put your birthday. Gotta put your birthday. Birthday, Betty. Gotta put your birthday. Gotta put your birthday. Birthday, Betty. I sounded like Michael Jackson. Gotta put your birthday, Betty. You didn't put your birthday. You circulated money, but you didn't put your birthday. So I'm coming to the people that circulated funds, but Betty didn't put her birthday. Falana did put her birthday. So we're gonna come to Falana first. Take this off. Put me up in the front. Boom. Gotta put your birthday. Gotta put your birthday. Birthday, Betty. Gotta put your birthday. You've been hit by a cool operator. Let me stop playing with y'all. Remember, everything that I just spoke about is in the description of this video, so you can actually go through my notes. These are my notes. It's called King Simon's Notes. Everything that I just said before I go to the board. So before I go to Betty and Falana, that circulated some finance about the lessons that their numbers came to tell them. And that's just one part, because I'm only dealing with your personal day. Life lessons is a series. Life is a series of lessons. We go to the board real quick. Not going to take too much time. King Simon don't have to take too much time on this board. Good at what I do. Life is a series of lessons. Add up to the number 35, which is an 8. Already, when you start seeing that number 3 and that 5, it's already dealing with communication. Being very clear in your communication and being very disciplined, because it adds up to a number 8, and that deals with the disciplinary aspects of that number 35, which is an 8. Now, in compound numerology, 35 has the same meaning as 26. And when you go into my book, Numerovation for Mental Stability, about the word 26, again, go into this 26, because I think I spoke about it earlier. 26 is the symbol of consideration of the path taken. So life is a series of lessons, is reminding you of considering the path that you are taking. The number 26 and the number 35 has the same meaning in compound and composite numerology. That's why I use multiple systems. I don't just break down the one meaning of the one letter, one number, or the one meaning of the other. And I don't just break it down to the 8 and break it down. And the compound deals with the doubling of the numbers, just like angel and angle and divine digital codes deal with the multiplicity of different numbers that you constantly see, or synchronicity numbers that you constantly are in sync with. So when you're watching a show like this, that means you're in sync with what I'm doing. That's why you decided to stay on, tune in, and lock in, or come back and visit it again. You're in sync with the frequency that I'm talking about. Synchronicity. So remember, 26 or 35 in compound numerology is the symbol of consideration of the path, threading lightly and with caution. It's also the number that says when your life is a series of lessons, you got to be broad-minded. I'm writing this in my book. I'm just showing you how to read my book. You got to be broad-minded. Because at the end of the day, it leads to an executive frequency. But if you're not handling the frequency and learning like life is a series of lessons in that frequency, then you will lose currency. You will lose assets. You will lose people that are important to you, because the number 8 is the number of assets and liabilities. And if you're not paying attention to who, what, and where are supposed to be assets in your life, life is a series of lessons, then you will end up having a liability of these lessons instead of learning to get the blessings out of these lessons. And the word lesson itself adds up to a master number 22 and a master number 11, 29, which is the 11. So all of that is, and then it has the double S's, which is the 33, and the master number 11, master number 33. So all of this is healing for you. So accept the lessons, enjoy the lessons, have fun in the lessons, cry through the lessons. Whatever you got to do, I got it. I understand. It's all right. Because life is a series of lessons that you could turn into a blessing. And the positive of that number 35, the positive of that number 35 is dealing with family business, management, responsibility, harmony, consideration, passionate, and being patient. So realizing that life is a series of lessons that add up to 35 that has the same meaning of 26 is being patient with yourself with these lessons. Being considerate with yourself, because you can't be considerate of other people if you're not considerate and patient and compassionate with yourself and your goals and what you want to learn from that lesson so you can turn it into a blessing. Makes sense? If it makes sense, put the number 1 in the chat. If it makes sense, put the number 1 in the chat. I'm showing you how to use these words, these languages. Come on now. If it makes sense, put the number 1 in the chat. I'm just trying to keep it simple and help you to make sense out of it, because this can be made sense out of if you use it appropriately. In the Chaldean system, the words life is a series of lessons add up to a number 31. In my book, 31's negative can be self-containment, seclusion. And the individuals that is learning about this, the individuals that are connected to the number 31, or the words that are connected to the number 31, are advised, if you're going to use this saying, you are advised to enjoy life and its lessons. Stay creative with its lessons. Stay focused on a higher thoughts and goals with the lessons, because life is a series of lessons. And it adds up to 31, which is a number 4, and 4 can be a mental health number that if you're not living on the highest frequency of it, you can go down to the negative frequency, because again, that 31 is the number of self-containment and seclusion. But I ask you, if you're going to self-contain and if you're going to be in seclusion, do it in a positive and productive manner. Make sure you go into your seclusion and your confinement, your self-containment, with positive affirmations, positive frequency music, positive healing bowls, if you're going to do it. Because there's a duality in seclusion and containment. It's not always negative. Some people need to be in seclusion so they can learn from that dark side. When they go into the dark, that's where you learn. That's where you find the light in the dark side, in the dark moments. Also, it goes on to say, in my book, I talk about the number 31. The negative of that number 31 is being stubborn, narrow-minded, intolerant, destructive, and repressive. So you can be stubborn in your lessons while going through your lessons. You could be narrow-minded while you're going through your lessons. You could be intolerant while going through your lessons. You could be destructive while going through your lessons. You could be repressive while going through your lessons. You could be misunderstood while going through your lessons. And sometimes that's a good thing. Sometimes being misunderstood is all right. You just got to make sure you are staying at a higher vibratory level, because both 4 and 8 in my book is mental health numbers. In my book, Numerovation for Men, the primary numbers are the 4, 7, 8, 5, and 3. 5 and 3 being the least of it on the totem pole, because 5 and 3 are supposed to maintain a jovial attitude. But if they let things get on their nerves, then they will have a nervous breakdown that will lead to mental issues. People born under that 5 and 3, people born under the 4, the 7, or the 8, or connected to the 4, 7, and 8, or have too many 4s and 7 and 8s in their chart, got to be very careful of the lonely thoughts that can drive them to mental instability instead of staying stable in their mindset. Yo, I'm not new to this, family. I keep on telling you, I'm true to this. I keep on telling y'all, I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. I am destined to do this. I'm destined to do this from this perspective, because apparently I might be the only one doing something like this, taking the words and sayings of different things and proverbs and all that. Because I'll take a proverb in a minute and break it down mathematically and see how it resonates. Got no problem. Take any word, because words are connected to numbers in the study of numbers, numerology, because numerology only means the study of numbers. The vowels of all these words adds up to a number 60, which is here to bring about balance, harmony, truth, justice, reciprocity on an extreme level, because of the number 0 that's behind it. Because 0 adds extremity to anything it touches. 0 adds extremity. So the internal of these words, the vowels, the A, E, I, O, U, adds up to a number 60, which is a 6. And remember, the number 60 is the number of love and service. So whatever you do while going through life is a series of lessons. The internal says you have to bring out a loving and service-orientated attitude, compassion, and the 0 as divine protection with whatever you're bringing out with love and service. So if you're going through life is a series of lessons, then in the lessons and the blessings, then you need to serve and help others to go through their lessons and survive their lessons too. We can do this. In the Chaldean, it adds up to a number 38, which is 11. 11 is the equilibrium, bringing the two together. The equilibrium of the physical and the spiritual realm coming together. 3 is a communication number. 8 is a discipline number. So if you're going to communicate, you got to communicate with discipline. That's what that 3 means. 3 and 5, if you're going to communicate, you got to communicate with the ability to adapt, improvise, and overcome. If you're going to communicate, you got to communicate with creativity, that 3 and 1. Then it adds up to the 4, which deals with, these are 2 disciplinary numbers. The 8 and the 4 are known as disciplinary numbers, keeping things in order, dotting all I's, crossing every T, making sure everything is in structure and making sure everything is legal. With 8 and 4s around you, if you have a lot of 8 and 4s, you should not try to do anything illegal because it will catch up to you. I'm just saying. Last but not least, I want to get into, and 11 shows up also in the consonants. 11 shows up in one way, 38 in the Pythagorean system, which is 11 in the consonants of the word. Y'all don't know the consonants of the word is like L, F, S, S, R. Those are the consonants. The vowels are the A, E, I, O, U. So in the consonants of these words, adds up to 38, which is 11. In the Chaldean system, adds up to 47, which is 11. Discipline and spiritual attraction, law of attraction, at 4 and at 7. Discipline, order, structure with the 4. 7 is spiritual law of attraction, research. And 11, the spiritual equilibrium that came to bring forth. These words, just the consonant, and the consonants of your name and your words represents the outer aspect of what you came to do or what this saying is trying to promote. And last but not least, before I get to breaking down people's birthdays, okay, I see Betty is in the building. I see Amanta is in the building. Okay, Betty did put your birthday. Thank you very much. Come on now, Miss Hardy, you forgot your birthday, or you just saying thank you? You just saying thank you? Okay, maybe you're giving me some love. You gave me some love. All right, thank you very much. I hope that's what it is, because you ain't put your birthday in the chat in the description, then I can't help you right there. But I see everybody else. Betty sent $1 so she can give me her birthday. I got you. I see Betty. I see Falana. Falana's going to be first. Then it's going to be Betty. Then it's Amanta. And then Shika Hardy. I don't know if you want to do your thing, but let me finish off with the angel, angle, angel, and divine digital code numbers. When I added, let me show y'all my methodology. Remember, it's the numerovational perspective. This is my method of adding to find where the angle, angel, or divine digital codes are. I add the double frequencies. So 31 plus 85 plus 13 plus 13 plus 52 plus 15 plus 37 plus 83 plus 53 plus 37 plus 53 equals 472. When I added that all together, still add up to a 13, which is a 4, still add up to a 31, which is a 4. So I didn't take away anything from the energy at all. It still add up to a number 4. Above in the Pythagorean system, I did the same thing. 39 plus 65 plus 91 plus 11 plus 59 plus 95 plus 16 plus 63 plus 51 plus 16 plus 51 equals 557. 5 plus 5 plus 7 equals 17, which is 8. I did not change the frequency of the 8. It just comes up and show up differently now. Looking at things from a holistic perspective, like Dr. Laila Africa taught me. Creator bless that man's soul for thinking on that level and saying that to me in the privacy of his home. So when I go into the angel number books or the synchronicity books, let's go to the angel number of 557, What does she say in this book? 557. The changes that you're making are considered the changes. It says, let me slow down. The changes that you're making or considering are exactly right for you at this time. So life is a series of lessons connected to 557. From her perspective, she's saying, with these lessons now, this series of lessons, the changes that you're making or considering are exactly right for you at this time. Let me go to 4, what she says in her book about 4, from the Chaldean perspective, 472. What she says in her book, she says, the angels or the angels or let's say your ancestors or your angels, the angels ask you to trust that the universe is in divine and perfect order because it is. 472. Trust. I understand why it says divine perfect order, because 4 is the number of order. 13 is the number of power and dominance. The angels or ancestors ask you to trust that everything is in divine and perfect order because it is. For you and all of you that might see this a lot, or might it be in synchronicity with it. Let's go to this book. I want to close it out and then go to the people that I have to break down in them. I have a little time. I have time. What does she says for 557 in her book? 557 in her book. This is Anne-Marie Uber. The last book was by Doreen Virtue. I don't mind shouting people's names out and people's books out. Remember, it's just a perspective. That's all it is. There's multiplicity of a perspective. So what does she says? She got a long thing going on here. She says, 557, the law to low. 557 is telling you to slow down and take a better look at things. It encourages you to get in touch with your spiritual self. It is a wake-up call to jar you out of the law of materialism and acknowledge your true purpose in being here. You have come as an agent of love and peace. It's interesting because it adds up to a number 17, which is the 8, which is the symbol of peace and love. Very good, Anne-Marie. And Spirit is asking you to carry out your mission. Have you been too bogged down in everyday life, goals, or material desire? It is time to find some balance, because it adds up to the number 8, and see that there are more important things going on in the overall bigger picture than what this transitory life could offer. Powerful. She's right. From her perspective about 557, because it adds up to a 17, which is the number of peace and love and this 8-pointed star. And she says about bringing balance. You're supposed to bring balance. So if you're seeing this, or if life is a series of lessons that add up to this, you got to know how to bring balance. You have to know how to not be material, because sometimes people connected to that number 8, 17, or 26 can be very overly material, when in actuality, you're supposed to become philanthropists on a spiritual level, being willing to give of your assets to serve the greater good of humanity with that 17, that 8 frequency, or that number 26 frequency. Then she leaves you with a mantra. She has a mantra in all of the endings of her breakdowns. She says, I align myself with my true nature, which is spirit. I rediscover and remember my true purpose in being here. So that's the mantra of this number here. Let me say it again for those who want to rewind this and this. I align myself with my true nature, which is spirit. Spirit is breath. Spirit is energy. That's spirit. I rediscover and remember my true purpose in being here. Some of us have to meditate and go back into time and realign with our true purpose as a child, because sometimes it's the fun things that we used to do as a child that was our purpose. I used to like to make little commercials on a cassette deck. I used to like to play with a microphone and act like I'm on the mic and talking and all that. I used to love this is part of my childhood that I'm bringing to fruition and making money from it. This person that designed this shirt, Brother Supreme, DJ Supreme, Haru L. He loved doing this, but he's also a disc jockey. He's a DJ for the Zulu Nation back in the day. So most of the stuff that we are doing now that we have found our purpose or still looking for our purpose is right there in our childhood. And that's why Queen of Four always says, sometimes you got to go back and snatch that child from your childhood and use the creative energy, the energetic, joyful, enthusiastic energy and bring it to the forefront as you are an adult. Big up to Queen of Four. Her birthday just passed. So when I go to 447 in her book, y'all all right? Do I have to sound like Bobby Hemmett? Y'all all right? Y'all all right? Put a number 1 in the chat if y'all all right. If y'all all right, put a number 1 in the chat. Don't worry, I'm almost finished. And then I'm going to go to the people that I got to break down because I'm going to erase this portion of it. I'm going to erase this portion of it and then go to the people and write their birthday on the board and then get it in. 472. Woo, 472 as of the 13th, which is a 4. 472 in her book, she says divine revelations. Woo! So if you're seeing this constantly as a divine digital code, if you're seeing this constantly as an angel number, if you're seeing this and recognize it as an angle in your life, or you're just seeing it as a synchronicity because you're watching it today and you're in sync with what I'm saying, it is what it is. She says 472 in her book is divine revelations. This is a number of reward and states that you are in a space of divine inspiration and connection. So right now, all of us are in a space of divine inspiration and connection, because as much as I'm talking to you, I'm talking to myself because we're interconnected. Once I erase all this out board, it basically erased out of my mind until I come revisit it again on my, because I watch my own stuff over and say, I said that. I didn't. What? I pulled that out of the box. What? Where the hell? What the? And I look at myself and look at my charts from an objective perspective. I take myself out the frame and watch me as a student, because I don't know what's coming through me at a certain time. I don't know what's coming. And I don't know what book I'm going to pull at certain particular time. I just don't know. So I'll watch me over just to see what, and I'll be doing work around the house while I'm watching me. I'm like, okay, I got to remember that. Okay, mental note. So she says, this is a number, I'm talking about 472. This is a number of reward and states that you are in a space of divine inspiration and connection. Communication from your guides is clear, and you have nothing to fear. If you have a question, ask now, and you will receive a clear answer. If you have a question, ask now, and you will receive a clear answer. So even during this broadcast, everybody that circulates any type of funds with me, if you're going to ask the question, this is the answer right now from my perspective, but there's a multitude of perspective out there. I don't care if you do cardology with Aquarius or Nina Diamond, or cosmophysics with my man Raul Koo, or you're doing astrology with Sam Reynolds or Lorenzo Sanford, or doing Ifa with Abundance Child, or doing tarot with Paris Williams, or doing something with tarot or energy work with Kerry Ann Ingram. Whoever you're working with, ask and ye shall find. Ask now, and you will receive a clear answer. And even if you don't understand the answer that I give, or any of those people that I mentioned give, it will unpack itself over time. Sometimes it takes a short time, sometimes it takes a long time, but it will unpack this because some of us are so hard-headed and hard-bent from what has happened to us as a child that we can't get over some of that stuff, and we can't get over the humps of the traumas and the dramas and the madness that we went through. It would also be a good time to use this book, so go get this book if you want, and ask your guides for another specific number that relates to your situation. In a worldly sense, you are feeling inspired to create and take charge of your life. You are in flow. You are in the flow and sense that things are moving forward towards a more joyful state. Let me say that again. You are in flow and sense that things are moving forward towards a more joyful state. Love energies are reaching you. All is working out as planned. So not just her book can be helpful. My book can be helpful. Billy Carson's book can be helpful. Lloyd Strayhorn's book can be helpful. Jackie Levine's book can be helpful. Any book that helps to trigger you to be on your divine revelatory energy that brings some type of even if you just have to read one page or one paragraph. Bobby Hemmett said this years ago. Bobby Hemmett said sometimes he buy books and don't read them in completion, but that one sentence, that one paragraph, or that one chapter, he didn't need the book no more. He just kept on riding on that energy of that chapter, that book, that sentence. Then she closed out with a mantra. She says, I am at one and connected with divine spirit. All is well. I am at one, that's the mantra, and connected with the divine spirit. All is well. You got to embrace that. You got to germinate that inside your soul. Some of you are not germinating that in your soul. All right, so I'm about to erase this. Take a snapshot. Take a snapshot. Whoever wants to take a snapshot, y'all can go through this video again. More than likely, this video might go into my membership portal on YouTube. So I'm going to leave it up for 3 days, and then I'm going to put it in my membership portal. Say that again. I'm going to leave it up for 3 days, and then I'm going to put it up in my membership portal where you'll be able to see it on the page, but it's going to go, that means you got to be a member to get this lesson again. That's what I'm going to start doing from now on, because y'all going to respect what I'm doing. Forget all that. And sometimes, like Sri Master Gano Grill said on Brother Richard's, on Brother Red Pill and Blue Pill show, and like I've said before, people respect what they pay for. That's what I notice. Y'all don't respect it when it's free. Y'all respect it when it's paid for. Just like you respect your phone. That's why you don't want to drop your phone. That's why you respect your television. That's why you don't want to drop your television. That's why you respect your shoes. You don't want nobody to scuffle your shoes because you paid good money for it. And that's, we're going to have to learn to be able to circulate. And the more you circulate to my gift, your gift will start to show up and circulation will come back to you. That's how this universal thing, it's the yin and the yang. The yin and the yang supports each other. So this is gone. I'm going to erase this too, because I'm going to deal with the people that circulated some funds with me. Taking all this out. Now I forgot everything. This is all gone now. So y'all don't know who I am, baby. Y'all don't know who you are, as a matter of fact. I know who I am, but y'all don't know who I am. And y'all don't know who's working through me, but you don't know who you are. We need to help you do this. So numerology, like I said in my book, is not the is all or be all. It will give you a bird's eye view. It's just, if it's a bird's eye view, are you willing to fly like the bird and make it happen? That's all. Are you willing to tap in? Go do a session with Sister Khadidra. She did a Akashic record for, I still got it on my tape cassette. And I listen to it like probably once every 2 months, just to remind me of what the sister said, because she was good. All right, so let me go to the people that are circulating funds, okay? All right. You better put your birthday. Y'all not putting your birthday in the chat. Y'all not putting your birthday in the description. Y'all not putting your birthday in the description, because I'm only dealing with the birthdays. Y'all not putting your birthday in the description, and I haven't come to the chat to look at the chat, so I'm going to focus right now. Let me focus right now. On the wings of love, only the two of us together flying high upon the wings of love. Ooh, Falana, you're first. Falana's a regular, so I know who Falana is. Big up to Falana. Falana, you're first. We're going to deal with Falana first. It's now 11:27. Okay, I want to get out of here by at least 1 o'clock. I want to finish by 1 o'clock. So let me take off your last name. Nobody needs to know your last name, lady. I'll just put C. Let me just line y'all up first. Let me just line up the people that's coming in first that already circulated the funds. And Betty Crocker. Betty, I see you, Betty. Okay, I see you. You're going to be next, Betty. Uh-huh. After Betty will be Amanta. Amanta. Hold on, let me just... hold on 1 second here. Stop playing. I gotta remember. Hold on 1 second. I'm going to put this in front. Hold on, let me just run this commercial real quick. I want to make sure I run this commercial, and I'll be right back with y'all. Don't mean I got to use the bathroom. I'm just lining things up right now. Hold on. I'll be right back. Don't touch that dial. Those that want to book something, want to do something. And remember, if you want to book a full session or a 15-minute session with me, hey, the 15 minutes is pre-recorded. The 15 minutes is pre-recorded, family. It's a pre-recorded session. 15 minutes is a pre-recorded session. Just want y'all to remember that. And I break down, I send you via email. I send your first name, because I'm only doing your first name and your birthday with the 15-minute session, pre-recorded, and you're allowed 3 to 4 basic questions that you want answered within the recording. And then in the email, you're going to see me breaking down your first name only. But if you do a full 30-minute to 35-minute session, sometimes I go into 40 minutes, you get a full breakdown of all your names. The 15 minutes, it only requires your first and your last name. Your first name and your birthday. The 30-minute requires your full name, your first, middle, and last name, and your birthday. And then I give you an email of the breakdown of all your names in the 30-minute session. I got to give you all of what it means, what each letter means, and what you should be striving to be as far as the energy of your name. Because remember, your name reveals your possible gift, talents, and skills through the mathematics. So don't play with it. Use it. All right? I'll be right back after this. Don't touch that dial. I will be right back after this.
If you want to be a spiritually dynamic person, it starts with the basics of getting your character in order first.
Join us today for 3 unique presentations. Apotheosis, Friday, August 30th. Ultra Nahata, Saturday, August 31st. Awakenings, Sunday, September 1st. In Atlanta, Georgia, early bird tickets and discount room and group rates are available at events.galacticus.com.
All right, Stream Master is going to close out the end of the month. I am working on getting there. Make sure you go to galacticus.com. I want to go for at least August the 30th. August the 30th, that's where you might run into me if you're going to come out. If you're coming out for the whole weekend, hey, go support Galacticus. But I'm going to come for one day. I'm trying to see what my brother is saying, and we'll make it happen. Okay, so Amanta, you're doing this for somebody else. Tone. Okay. And if he's a grown person, I think you need to let these grown people do their thing. But that's probably for the love. Women does things for the love of things. For the love. I understand. But grown men should be doing their own thing sometimes. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing. And he's born the same day as Vibes Cartel. So that's interesting. Vibes Cartel is about to make a whole bag of money right now. Vibes Cartel is performing in Jamaica on December 31st. So he going to make a whole bag of money. Oh my gosh. I don't know how much he signed that deal for, but this guy, Tone, is born the same day as Vibes Cartel. So Vibes Cartel just got released. So this is a new day and time for y'all energies right now. Y'all better ride that energy well. Let me see. Okay, now, okay. Miss Hardy. Okay, so Hardy, you did put your birthday finally. Okay, good girl. Stop playing, Miss Hardy. I got you. I ain't looking to the chat yet, so don't mind. I haven't looked in the chat. So if you didn't send your birthday, please send $1 and your birthday. Just make sure you clarify, because if you didn't send your birthday, send $1 and your birthday like most of. Let me be clear. You do have to send $10.10, $11.11, $30, $13.30, 13 cents and up. But if you forgot to put your birthday, just slide another $1 in there with your birthday, and I'll know how to use it. Now I'll know who it is and what's what. All right, that's what we're doing. But I'm just lining people up right now. I'm going to play another commercial, just lining people up right now. Here we go.
King Simon, I love him. He's family, and he has one of the top shows on the Forbidden Knowledge TV network, actually.
Right.
So make sure you guys check that out if you haven't.
Yeah, this show is called, it was really based on numerovation. It's a numerology show, and it's called How to Calculate Your Destiny.
Yes. By
King Simon. He's the host of the show. The show has done so well, we're now getting ready to start working on filming season 2. All right, so King Simon, one of the top shows on Forbidden Knowledge TV, streaming TV platform.
And do remember, thank you very much, Billy and Elizabeth. Do remember, family, that I would love to see as many people as can come. I would love to get the same thing we got from the Gathering of the Masters, but it's all right. That's why I'm renting out a room in the New Black Wall Street. This event will be held at the New Black Wall Street Market and Mall in Stonecrest, Georgia. That's 8109 Mall Street. But you can Google that up when you come to Georgia. And I'm doing a tribute to Baba Dick Gregory. We'll be playing some. We're going to have his books out there. I'm celebrating 29 years in promotion and production. And we got special invited guest speakers like Dr. B. Sirius, special invited guest speakers like Brother Rich from Black Magic 363, Lorenzo Sanford from the Fela Kuti play. He will be playing a musical rendition in tribute to Dick Gregory. Tassili Ma'at will be giving an offering to libation. High Heels, Sister High Heels, aka Sister Golda X, will be speaking about Dick Gregory's relation with the Nation of Islam. And we have Red Pill and Blue Pill that have also interviewed Dick Gregory and had them on the show. That's going to be the early portion. That will be happening from 11 a.m. to 2:30 p.m., 3 o'clock. And then after that, Baba Ashra Kwesi will be coming with the ancient African ancestral salute. With Baba Ashra Kwesi and Mirara Kwesi, we're going to close out that whole day from 3 to 7:30 p.m. We got to get out of there by 8 o'clock. So I want everybody to be able to keep things clean and help me out. And this will be an all-day event in Georgia. Text for vending and group sales. Myself and Brother Jefferson, or Brother Jeff, is handling the vending. And vending is only $150 for the whole day. $150. All Q Reeves already confirmed. He's going to be there. Nina Diamond already confirmed. Born Knowledge is going to be there with his knowledge clothing going to be there. I'm trying to get Mo there from the AI graphics artist. I want him to get, because he got some excellent juices. Red Pill, Blue Pill, and Rashida, Sister Rashida, because she's not a mother yet, but Sister Rashida and Blue Pill are the official food vendors. But I am allowing juices and other people, but they are the official food vendor for the whole event. Please scan this QR code right now and join me for my 29th year in promotion and production. I started in 1995, and I'm so happy to be doing that. Believe me, I'm so happy to be doing that. So let me line these people up. Just want to remind you of some of the paid sponsors that I got with me. The one, the only cardologist, astrologer, and numerologist, Nina Dunham. If you want it from another perspective, contact Nina Diamond. Nina Diamond is Aquarius Maximus mom. You know how bad Aquarius is. I mean, good. Well, bad, you know how I mean. You know how bad she is with the cardiology. Well, her mama was one of the people that helped her out with that. This is her mama that advertises on my show from 11university.com. And now you can text her at 470-775-6434, or you can call her and leave a message if anything. But text her at 470-775-6434, or text her at that number right there. And ladies, currently interviewing, work from home position. Text the word hire me to 770-861-9906. That's text the word hire me, the words hire me, to 770-861-9906. And tell them King Simon sent you. Part-time and full-time position, paid daily, company trips, they have all of that, and must have a clean background. So you're going to go through a federal check to find out that you're not a thief and all that kind of stuff. We want to make sure that that's happening, all right? And make sure y'all support KerryAnnIngram.com. That's KerryAnnIngram.com, KerryAnnIngram.com, Kerry Ann Ingram. She got jewelry. She does distant Reiki, and she also does the tarot spread. And big up to the cartomancy professional herself. I just spoke to her. I'm trying to get her down there to Van too. Amira, she's a Reiki master, yoga teacher, and she does cartomancy. She's a cartomancy specialist. Text her. Cartomancy and cardology is a little different, but they both use cards. So 518-796-7638. Give them a call. And of course, I got to shout out Lloyd Strayhorn. Make sure y'all support Lloyd Strayhorn, Lloyd-Strayhorn.com. That's Lloyd-Strayhorn.com. All right, let's get to the first person that circulated some funds to their brother, King Simon. Let me line my things up because let's get to the first person. And there's a few of y'all that are circulating. Okay, good. Okay, Lucky. Okay, thank you, Lakia. All right, I see you. Don't worry, I got y'all. Let me deal with the first set of people that I have first. I got a list of people now. Okay. I got a list of people. Boom. Let's deal with this sister right here. The lessons we're going to deal with the lessons. I want to deal with the lessons that you have to be very careful of. And because you are born, and we're going to deal, because you're born on the 19th, I want to deal with that only. I want to deal because you're born on the 19th. You know what? Let me just put it all in the board. No matter how old or young you are, you could always resolve your lessons and get your blessings from your lessons. So 1 + 19 + 1955 equals 1975. Remember, 1975 adds up to 22. So your life path is a 22. You have your year that you're born in the Vedic numerology says 55 is also, there's lessons to every one of those master numbers. 19 + 1 = 20. There's a lesson in that number also. And that equals to 10, which is a 1. There's lessons in all these numbers. There's lessons, multiplicity of lessons, but I want to focus, and my spirit says to go to this book about the number 19 for a reason, because she has in her book the shadow side of the number 19, which I totally agree with because I understand. So in her book, Tanya Gabriel book, she says the shadow side of the personal number 19 is expressed when you are out of alignment. You feel insecure or lack confidence to make decisions and turn to self-pity. You might get impulsive or impatient. You like to keep your secrets close and may turn to deceit, even going as far as experiencing a fall from grace. So you have to be careful. The lessons in the life that you have to be careful is falling from grace, being impatient and impulsive, and also the lack of confidence. So in this lessons of life, you came to develop your confidence more. You came to become more patient and make clear decisions because the 19 adds up to 10, which is a 1. You could be indecisive and second guessing yourself, although this is the Wheel of Fortune energy. And whatever you put your mind to, you could be fortunate, but you got to be very mindful of the lessons of second guessing yourself, being indecisive. And that number 20 ain't helping, because number 20, because there's a 2, that also leads to second guessing yourself also. And the negative of having that alignment number is, or the lessons of having that alignment number is overcoming resentfulness, is being uncontrollable, or being dependent on people, or being easily under delusion of other people. That's the number 20. 22 is a whole nother thing, because sometimes people born under 22 can be in the lion's cage and don't even know that they're being attacked by lions, because they can become so naive, and that's your life path. So you got to be careful of being naive to situations. You're old enough to overcome all that. And because the number 55 is there as far as Vedic numerology, 55, that's the number of fearlessness, adventure, adaptability, and taking risk. I don't care how old you are, you can take risk. We got to learn that lesson, Lana. You got to learn that lesson. And stop holding yourself back, because the lessons you could turn into a blessings if you're willing to break the negative karma of those lessons. Because it's all about being in alignment. You got to be in alignment. We're working on that. You got to work on it. And you're born the same day as the great Professor and Dr. Leonard Jeffries. He's gone through a lot of stuff, but he came out successful in what he did, especially with that number 19, because the number 19 is the number of the sun, according to tarot. And that sun is supposed to shine light on your positive and your negative. And you got to be willing to work towards the Wheel of Fortune, towards the positive, so you can be the leader and step beyond your negative. I hope that helped you out in some way, my dear. Again, booking sessions with me or getting 15-minute sessions is very good. Let's go to Betty real quick. Betty, 413-75. 413-1975. Now that number 1975 adds up to 22. Again, look at this. Again, and when you add that 13, that 4 plus that 13 equals 17. So already you got the karmic number 8. 4 can be a karmic number, but it's more of a structural number alongside the number 8. But this number 8 can be known as a karmic number, both positive and negative. Again, you got 8, 4, 22 that adds up to a 4. The year that you're born adds up to a number 4. Lord have mercy. So 4 plus 13 plus 1975 equals 1992. And when you add that together, that equals 21. Now, according to compound numerology, 21's issue is that they got to recognize that it is your life. I'm talking about your life path right now. I'm not talking about your alignment number, because my spirit is leading me there, because this followed you throughout your life in tandem with all the other numbers. It follows you with the 4. It follows you with the 13. It follows you with the 1975. It's all connected. They all work together. They all play in a little playpen, a little sandbox together. One might be a little arrogant and hardcore. One might be jovial and happy. One might be quiet. And that's how numbers play with each other. So when you go to my book, Numerovation for Mental Stability, about the number 21, it's important to recognize that 21 is the crowning of the Magi. But if you don't find that magical power within you, it will become a lesson that will avoid you from getting your blessing, when in actuality, you're supposed to be an alchemical being. You're an alchemist, being able to turn little of nothing into something. And remember, the 21 is the number of initiation and the test of your determination. So the lesson in your life is to test your determination. And you got to recognize that whatever you go through, as long as it don't kill you, it makes you stronger. All you have to do is turn your pain, pleasures, and passion and turn them into profit, because that's what the number 3 is supposed to do. But you got to have compassion and you have to have creativity. You're old enough to do all of this. Sometimes you're living in your head too much. That's what the 4 does. That's what the 22-4 does. Living in your head it becomes a nervous breakdown. I won't be surprised if you've been through a nervous breakdown or been through depression in your life, because that's what these numbers can draw you to on its negative, but they're powerful number. This is the number of power and dominance. So the lessons of the number 13 is to dominate in your field, be powerful in your field, and don't wreak the devastation of it by living in your head and overthinking. And if it's good for you, just go and do it. If it's good for you, go and do it, and then you will leave the legacy, because 17 is a legacy-leaving number, especially if you have children or you got family. But also the number 8 is one of those attractive numbers of different forms of currency and energy. That's why I always tell people that's connected with the 8 and 4 or have these master numbers around them, you got to be very careful of energy vampires and people that bring you down mentally, physically, and spiritually. You have to be very careful. I hope this helped you out. Look, I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. I don't play games with this. I'm very serious about what I do, Betty. All right? So I hope this helped you out in some way. You using the 13 is a powerful number. That's why this society has a fear for the number 13, when number 13 is not to be feared unless you're using it disrespectfully, because 13 is the number of innovation, vision, imagination on its highest state, uncanny leadership. But if you're not using it to its highest, then it will bring a lesson that you can fall down the rabbit hole instead of come up the wormhole and make it a blessing. Don't fall down the rabbit hole, Betty. Climb up the wormhole and see the light of day. You can do it. I think all of y'all can do it, as long as you're not holding on to things, because one thing people about the 13, they hold on to things too deeply. Next, we go into this was circulated for the guy Tone. 1/7/1976. So when you add the 1 and the 7, that's a number 8. That's the alignment number. That's the 7. That's the personal number. 1976 adds up to 23, which is a 5. When you add that 1 plus 7 plus 1976, that equals 1984. Ironically enough, this 22 keep on showing up in some capacity of everybody that I'm doing, because 1984 adds up to 22. Again, the master number shows up in this particular. So the lesson is not to be naive. The lesson is to build what you internally have about yourself and know about. Because what happened, number 7 is overthink. See, when Vybz Kartel didn't overthink, he made the best music and he stimulated a whole genre. When Nicolas Cage didn't think, he stimulated a whole bunch of people through his acting. Because you're born the same day as Nicolas Cage and Vybz Kartel. And then you got a master number frequency that says you're supposed to do masterful things, be a master builder, and whatever you do, set the tone. You got to set the tone. Stop overthinking, because that's what 7s do. They overthink. Number 8, they like to be lonely, and the sign of Capricorn is connected to the number 8. So the number 8 is a karmic number, both positive and negative. But if you're not setting the tone, then that's your problem. And you're overthinking and you're scattered with your thoughts. That's the lessons. Not being scattered, not overthinking, because you got to turn your overthinking into a meditation so you can meditate on what you want to accomplish, because 7 is the law of attraction number. And I know there's more in your name. I can look at your name, Tone. I knew Red Hot Lover Tone from the Trackmasters. And look what he did. The producer, Trackmaster, he used to live in our neighborhood in Atlantic Terminus, Atlantic Cover. They used to play football and everything together. But Red Hot, that name Tone means something. Your last name means something. So that's why if you do a full session, then I'm going to break it all down. I got to break it down. But again, because master number 22, anytime I see the 22s, and these last people that I just broke down have that 22 energy. 22 can be a naive frequency. if you don't pay attention and learn to operate on its highest and wisest mathematical architectural level. It's a number of architect and building. It's here to guide you, not control you. I hope this helped you out, Tone, in some way. I hope it helps you out in some way. Tone, next, I'm going to keep it moving. I got things to do. Next, Sheikah Hardy. She's born the same day as Zig Ziglar. Zig Ziglar, Zig Ziglar is a good person that Sheikah should listen to. His name is Zig Ziglar. He transitioned, but he was born November the 6th also. Very good at what he did as far as education. And because your alignment number adds up to 17, he taught about motivating people with money and how to make money. Zig Ziglar, go Google him up. I'm talking to you, Sheikah Hardy. Go Google Zig Ziglar up and listen to him as you're going to bed, because you have the same frequency of leaving a legacy and making money in frequency just by educating yourself, because the number 6 is the education number. You got to educate. You love to learn. But if you're not learning and earning, the lesson is that you need to learn, earn, and return to your family and to your base, because 6 is a family number. So anything you do, it has to leave a legacy like Zig Ziglar did, because you and him have the same frequency, although y'all not born the same year. So when you add 11 plus 6 plus 1970, when you add 11 plus 6 plus 1972, that adds up to 1989. So it tells me already that because that 10 plus 8 plus 9 equals 27, which is a 9, you got to finish what you start. You got to finish what you start. The year that you're born equals 19, which is a 10. Again, that wheel of fortune energy come in, that leadership energy come in, that sun energy from tarot comes in. Shine light on your education and healing frequency, and you will make the money. Because you're a healer by nature. You attract people that need help in healing a lot. I'm talking to Sheikah. You attract people that need help in healing a lot, but you got to learn to detoxify people that's not in your life, that don't serve the greater purpose, because you're born, your life path adds up to a 27, and 27 is the number of creativity and productivity. And after you learn to be creative and productive from an international intellectual level, then you should assertively manifest things that will reap the harvest and benefits that you need to leave that legacy. Get those lessons right, because all of this can be a lessons that can be flipped into a blessings. Big up to Zig Ziglar. Go check him out, Sheikah. Oh yeah, I'm not new to this. When you're ready to do a session, woo, baby, I got you. When you do the session with me, let me put that up there right now. I'll prepare the next set of people that's coming up. While I'm preparing the next set of people that's coming up, okay? After Sheikah, we have, okay, I see, who else I got? I got Gilliam. We're going to deal with Gilliam next. Gilliam is coming up next. I see y'all. If y'all in the chat talking too much mess, I'm not looking at the chat because I don't want to be disturbed. I'm not looking in the chat. I'll let y'all know that right now. I'm not looking in the chat. Nope. Because I want to stay focused. I want to stay focused, finish all these things. It's going to be quick, fast, and move. So don't mind me. I'm going to be moving fast. And then I see Handy. Handy, we're coming. Melanin. My melanin. Okay, we're going to talk about that. Handy, we got you, Handy. My melanin. Okay, you're born. Okay, girl, I see it. I'm lining y'all up. I'm lining the next set of people up. I got until at least 1 o'clock. I got until 1 o'clock today before I head over to my grandchildren, see what's happening over there. Man, I got until 1 o'clock. Let me see who else. I'm gonna line them up. I'm lining all of them up. Who else? Handy. Then we got Davis, Lukia Davis. Okay, Lukia, you gave me 1313, but I know you had to send something else. Okay, great. Okay, I see you. Okay, I see you. I got you. Lakia, we're coming to you after that. I'm just lining people up right now. But if you do want to do a full session with me or a 15-minute pre-recording session, it's all right. Whatever you choose to do, I'm going to do what I do. With the pre-recording session, you're allowed at least 3 to 4 questions to ask. I just want to let y'all know that. Pre-recording, you're allowed at least 3 to 4 questions to ask. Okay? Because I don't play with this. I'm not new to this. Like I say, I'm true to this. I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. Forgive me. I'm just lining people up. I'm lining people up. Hold on. Just want to make sure I got everybody so I can show their name on the screen while I'm talking to them. Hold on. I'm coming to y'all. I'm coming back to y'all. I'm just lining people up. Jamaica. I got you, Jamaica. Or Jam. I'm gonna call you Jam Down. Lot of mercy. Jam Down. Jamaica. I think that's it. Jamaica. Okay, you're Aquarius, huh? You're cusping Aquarius and Capricorn. All right, baby. Got you. I'm gonna put you in there. Put you on the list right now. I'm scrolling y'all up. I got you. Who else I'm gonna put on? Hold on. You gotta know when to hold them. Know when to hold them. All right, hold on 1 second. All right. Okay, I see Prosperous. Spread love. Okay, Prosperous, you didn't give me your birthday. You might have to send $2 and then I'll just, if you want to put your birthday in there, excuse me. Rodriguez, I see you. Mystic Mars, I see you. Isaiah, I see you. So, but I'm going to come to these other people first. And we're going to get it in, okay? So the first person I'm coming to is Gillum. The last name is Gillum. I can't pronounce that. Asteni. Gillum. We're coming to that person next. All right? We ain't finished, yo. We ain't finished. Good. Yeah. Hold on 1 second. Let me get to the board so y'all can see the board. Boom. All right, great. How you feeling? How y'all feeling out there? And before I get into that, I want to make another announcement. There's about 100 people in here, not only on Instagram but also on Facebook. On YouTube also. So altogether it's like 100 people. Anybody who buys this hardcover book today, let me take you off real quick. Anyone that buys this hardcover book, I will send you for free any one of Billy Carson's book if you don't have it. I have 4 of them left over. Any one. So if you buy my hardcover book for $88, which is a hardcover collective, just let me know which book you want. Either you want this one, The Epic of Humanity, his latest one, or you want his other latest one, The Fractal Holographic Universe, or you want the Emerald Tablet. Let me know which one you want, or you want Woke Doesn't Mean Broke. If you buy my book today and put in the mailing address, all you have to do is do that, and I will give you one, but you got to specify which book you want. Woke Doesn't Mean Broke, that's the thickest one. The Emerald Tablets, if you don't have it, you'll get any one of these books for free. Fractal Universe, Holographic Universe, boom. Or Epic of Humanity. You got to choose which book that you want, because I have one box left after the Gathering of the Masters, and because I paid for it and I'm paying for it, I'm just going to give it away with anybody who purchases and supports my book, even if they purchase it for somebody else for a present. This book here, not none of these other books, this book right here, the hardcover. The soft cover is on Amazon. The hardcover, I have to send it to you. The hardcover, I have to send it to you. All right, from the publisher, from my printer. But you're more than likely going to get the Billy Carson book first, because when I send it to the printer, it takes like 14 days to send it out because it has to be printed. It's a hardcover and everything else. However, you will get any one of these books that you specify. You just let me know which book you want. Either the Epic of Humanity for free, the Universal, the Fractal Holographic Universe, Emerald Tablets, or woke doesn't mean broke. Big up to Billy Carson all the time. All right, so let's go to the person that I'm going to break down next. It's Gillum. 319. 319, 1989. Lessons and blessings. Let me stretch out. Woo, I'm going to go in the sun. I'm going to see if my grandchildren want to go in the backyard and hang out. 3 plus 19 plus. Again, look at this. The 22 shows up again. Everybody had their 22 locked in on them some form or some fashion. 19, that's a 10, that's a 1. Everyone had this 22. My goodness, something going on with y'all 22 today. But it makes sense. We're in a 33 day today. This is a 33 universal day from one perspective of numerology. Okay. And boom. Adds up to a number 4. The year you're born adds up to a number 27, which is a 9. So again, the 22 as an alignment number or a achievement number or a pinnacle number, it's important that you don't let people drain your energy. Be very careful of letting people drain your energy and letting people get into your head. These are the 2 mental health numbers. And I'm not saying that 22 is the mental health number because it adds up to a number 4 on the lower frequency. It becomes mental. So you hold on to things a little bit deeper than others. Don't let people get into your head. Don't let it go to your head. No, don't let it go to your head. Especially when it's negative vibration, because sometimes people will put out negative things towards you. People in your family and all say negative things towards you because they innately know, vibratorily know that you hold things in negatively. That's why you always got to make sure you're always, no matter what nobody says, always allow yourself to be enthusiastic, be creative, and be willing to release it, because you're born in the year of 1989 that adds up to 27, which is the creative and productive energy, but it adds up to a number 9 that says you have to release and detoxify and let go of things. So the lesson here is, yes, to shine light onto what you want to do and what you want to accomplish, because this is the number of the universe. So you have a mathematical connection to the universe, but yet it adds up to the wheel of fortune. So whatever you want to accomplish in your life, all you have to do is do it in a positive way and be persistent and consistent at it, because this wheel of fortune number is what it is, according to tarot, the wheel of fortune. But you can either be fortunate, both positive and negative. I'm imploring you to stay on the positive, because 22 can become very good criminals. People born with that 22 energy can be very good criminals, when in actuality, you're supposed to be master builder of your own mindset, your own spirituality, and your own being of who you are and what you want to do. And you got a lot of writers' numbers. This is a writing number. This is a writing number. Write your ideals and your thoughts. Don't hold it in your mind, because you need to release it, and you're supposed to release it in a creative and productive manner. I'm talking to you, Gillum. You're supposed to release anything that you do. Has to be creative, have to be productive. This usually the year's frequency usually kick in as you're getting older, towards your 40s and your 50s. But all numbers in your name and your birthday, you can tap into them at any given time, because they're not here to control you. They're here to guide you. So if you decide to go down the 22 route or the 4 route, you can use them for what they're beneficial for. The 22 is the master builder, master teacher for the world on a global level. But if you don't use it, you can leave it dormant, and it will become 4 by nature. 4 is a confining number on the negative, but it's also a building and structure and discipline number on the positive. Just stay creative, be willing to cleanse, and be willing to constantly build. Just like a master builder does. If you ever watch a building be built, you see that they lay brick from brick. They dig a foundation first. So as a master builder, or having these building numbers, you have to lay a firm foundation of things that you want to love, whether it's a business, whether it's a job, whatever you're doing. Because really, you're supposed to run your own business according to the 19 frequency. But if you're not doing that and you're working at a job that you really love, the lesson is to build inwardly so you can maximize it outwardly and be creative and productive with it so you can show forth your intellect on an international level, because 9 is an international number. All right? Hope that helped you out. Let me go to the next person. Let me delete, let me get you off the board, delete you, and I'm going to 1111. Melanin, born the same day as Dr. John Henry Clark. You're born the same day as Tank, 1985. You're born the same day as Morris Chestnut. Yeah, some of y'all ladies love his chest and y'all want some nuts. So that's, I'm sorry. Okay, that's a number 2. That's a number 1. But I'm looking at this number 2. That's 11 to me. In my beautiful mind, that's a master number 11 frequency. People born on February 2nd, that's 22 to me. People born March 3rd, that's 33 to me. I don't know about everybody else. I see the 11. That's me. All right. So let's add it all up. So when you add that 1 plus that 1 plus that 1985 equals 1987. 87. When you add that up, 10 plus 8 plus 7 equals 25. Okay, I already see what's happening here. Lord have mercy. Let's go there. Let me see what the year looked like. 10 plus 8 plus 5 equals 30. Wait a minute. Hold on. That's 10 plus 8 plus 5 equals 23. All right. I already see what's happening here. And it's between these two numbers. The lesson that you have to learn from these two numbers with your birthday. Remember, your name and everything else have another frequency to it. But these two numbers, don't be scattered in your thoughts. Don't be indecisive. Don't overthink. When that 7 pops up, it's a number of worrying, overthinking, living in your head instead of just going in your head with meditation and then manifesting what you want to attract in your life. And it can be both positive and negative. In my book, I talk about the number 25 being the number of observation, endurance, strife, and trials in the early parts of your life. And because this is your life path, this traveled without you throughout. So there's certain things you may have held in your being because of your mother, your father, things that has happened in your family. Take those lessons and turn them into blessings. Write them down. This is a writing's number. Write them down from a compassionate level, because the number 2 is an intuitive, compassionate number. 7 is the law of attraction of intuition and avoiding worry, because on the negative is the number of worry. Number 5 is the number of scattering your thoughts and being all over the place. But number 23 is the royal star of the lion and the lioness. It's a promise of advancements. When you read my book, I talk about that number 23 in my book very heavily. I speak about 23 being the symbol of the royal star of the lion and lioness. It's one of the best combinations to have in numerology, actually. One of the best combinations of numbers to have, dealing with good spiritual and physical partnership. It's also one of those numbers that deals with the promise of success and help from superiors and protection from those in high places. So if you live in the grand scheme of your master number 11 here, which is a 2, which is the intuitive number, and 11 is the number of the equilibrium of the spiritual and the physical realm, you mean you got to trust your intuition, that it will guide you. And don't be scattered brain and scattered mind, because that 5 can lead you to scattered brainness. Don't be indecisive and second guessing yourself, and don't worry about a thing. Don't you worry about a thing. Don't you worry about a thing. If you're operating on the positive and productive vibration of this number, it will guide you, because 1 is the leadership number. 1 is the assertive number. 1 is the creative number. And 2 is the companionship and the compassionate. So whatever you do in your leadership and your creativity, you got to be compassionate about it. You got to be adaptable about it and not be driven by a scattered brain. And you got to be you have to attract it, but you got to go through endurance, because 25 in my book is the number of strength endurance and observation and strife in your life. If you're not willing to endure, so that don't kill you, makes you stronger. I'm talking to you, Melanin. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope it helped you out. I hope one day you'll do a full session with me and stop playing. I don't like these quickies. Quickies, Lord have mercy. I don't like a quickie. I don't like quickies, man. I like to get it in. Next, Lukia. 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 What up, Lukia? How you doing, girl? What up? Davis. That name, Davis, Lukia. Oh, I got some numbers for that when you're ready. When you're ready to book a session, I got you. 6/25, 1973. Woo! Man, let's talk about it. 6 plus 25 equals 31. Okay, you be living in your head. Get out of your head. Again, this adds up to a 7. Get out of your head. Stop worrying. Plus 1973 equals 2004, which equals a number 6. You attract people that need help and healing a lot. And you know this. This followed you throughout your life. If I was your parent, I would definitely be protective of you, because people that are connected to 6, 4, and 7 got to be careful of either someone wanting to molest you or wanting to fondle you or wanting to do something like that. I would always tell a parent that has children that has a lot of even numbers or the quieting number of the 7, listen to them. And if they say what they have to say, don't shun them, because you live in your head. Because yes, you're supposed to go through the endurance thing. You're supposed to be strength. You're supposed to have strength. You're supposed to observe who you're dealing with. And because that adds up to 20, as you're getting older, you're going to realize that you came here to do some healing work and that there's some great purpose that you came to do, because 19, which is a 10, 7, 3 equals a 10, which is a 20. 20 is the number of the grand awakening, divine awakening, clear judgment. It's a number of, it's that number of some awakening to some new purpose, some new plan, some new ambition. So as you get older, this 1973 is supposed to kick in as you're getting older. So I hope that you're looking for and you're doing the research on how to heal and help people, because your life path says you love, but you got to be very careful who the people you attract to you is from a loving manner. And you have to be careful of energy vampires. And you got to be disciplined and structured in your mind, because both of these numbers are mental numbers. These are both mental numbers, especially in my book, Mental Stability, Numerovation for Mental Stability. So in order to maintain a stable outcome mentally, you have to listen to affirmation. You have to listen to positive things that keep your mind at a higher frequency. Do the prayers and all the necessary things that keep you. Listen before you go to bed so you can program your bed to stay on a positive level, and listen to it out throughout your day. I'm talking to you, Miss Davis. Stay focused, because you got some great things to do, but it's going to be in the healing field. It's got to be helping, healing, because it's something about helping, healing, whether it's nursing, doctor, holistic health, whatever you go through, social work, whatever it is. You came here to do some healing work, some great purpose, some spiritual work, laying that foundation. You came to do it. Just don't live in your head negatively. Come out of it positively with some great goals that you come to do on this planet. I hope this helped you out, but I know your name, everything else got a lot to say to me. Your name is calling me right now, and I'm not going to do it right now, but your name is calling me right now. That name, Lukia Davis, is calling me in my head. But when you're ready to book a session, you let me know. Let me get rid of that. I'm not looking at the chat right now, so please forgive me. I'm not looking at any chats right now. I'm trying to stay focused so I can finish this off. I got until 1 o'clock. Don't send any more circulation. Don't send any more funds. Man, we ain't playing with you. We ain't playing, family. I'm not playing. Yeah, country was built on the 13th. Yeah, I'm not playing. I'm not playing with people. All right, let me go to the next person. Next person will be Jamesia. Look like Jamaica to me. Jamaica. What's up, Jamaica? Oh, yeah, I said Jamaica. And all right. Boom, 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 boom. All right. What I'm going to do is scroll this on the bottom. Do not send any more funds because I want to finish off the rest of these people that are sending funds. I'm going to scroll that on the bottom. Do not circulate any more funds. I'm about to close down the broadcast. Appreciate you all. So I'm going to scroll that on the bottom. I see other people is coming up, so I'll deal with y'all. Don't worry. I'm going to deal with this person right now. And I see after her, after Lucy, after Jamesia, we're going to go to Rodriguez for Jamila. I guess they're doing it for Jamila. I got that. Mystic Mars coming up next. Isaiah, you're coming up next. And then let me look at PayPal. Somebody sent me PayPal. Ariana, I see you up there. I see you. And also, last but not least, the last person will be, what the hell just happened? Wait a minute. Okay. The last person will be Deja Young. But you didn't give me a birthday, Deja. You might have to send $1 and put your birthday in there. Send $1 and put your birthday. I'm not looking in the chat, so don't even think I'm going to look in the chat. I'm not looking in the chat because I'm staying focused. I have to stay focused. Deja Young, please send $1 now and put your birthday in there, please. Deja Young, I'm talking to you. Put $1, send $1 because you already sent 12. Send $1 and I will put you, and then I'll know your birthday. So I'm talking to Deja Young. She is the last person that I'm going to break down there. And I want to thank Prosperous. Spread love. She was just spreading. That person was just spreading love. They didn't want anything done. That's good. Thank you very much for spreading that love. So after Jamesia, I'm going to. Okay. All right, I see you. All right now, Deja. Deja listens. Thank you very much for listening, Deja. You're such a nice girl. If that's a girl, I'm not told. Deja, you never know nowadays. It is what you. It what you. You what you. Got to sound like Tommy Davidson now. You what you. You what you now. You what you. You what you. All right, hold on 1 second. Let me put. And again, family, I don't like these quickies. I really don't like these quickies at all. I really would rather get into your business with a full half hour, 35 minute to 40 minute. That's what I really would just rather, because my longest sessions is only 35 to 40 minutes. I mean, it's 30 to 35 minutes, but sometimes I go overboard depending on the question and answer. Let me just line everybody up. Hold on 1 second. Let me put this in front of there. I'm gonna line people up. Hold on. Let me just take this down. I'm coming to you next. But let me run a commercial real quick, and then I'll be right back after this commercial and finish off everybody.
Hey, this is King Simon. Remember, make sure you go to my website, kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com. That's kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com, or Linktree at King Simon the Numerovator. Get all 4 of my books, and of course, that's the Numerovation for Mental Stability. Numbers are simple, people are complicated. Numbers are simple, children's health is important, and no promotion is bad promotion. Just spell my name right. Make sure you get them now on all my links. That's kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com. Go now.
That's right. Make sure you get all of my books on Amazon and Kindle. I think some of them are in Kindle, some of them are. Big up to Dr. Layla Africa, who's the publisher of 3 of my books, and his wife, Dr. Melanie. They do send their residuals on time, so I love it. But I got 5 books out now, 5 books out. And remember, if you buy this book, I will send you one of Billy Carson's books for absolutely free. One of Billy Carson's books for absolutely free. So if you pay that PayPal.me/Cash App, $88.88, or or King Simon. King Simon, that's PayPal, and then Cash App is $ King Simon. Put your address, your first name, your full name and address. Or if you can't do that in Cash App, just text me at this number. And as long as you can prove that you paid $88 and you tell me which books you want, I will make sure I send one of Billy Carson's book. I only have a few of them left. So if you want to be a part of that and get that free Billy Carson book with some good information, hey, join your brother, join it. Make sure you support my hardcover book right there, and I'll hook you up. 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 But you got to buy the hardcover book. That's how it works. All right. All right. So let's go to the next people. Remember, do not circulate any more funds, family. Do not circulate any more funds. I'm going to finish off these people. Okay. I'm going to finish off these people. Oh, thank you for the donation, man. I will book a set. Thank you very much, Lukia, for the donation. Thank you very much. Appreciate all of you that are donating. And let me remind people, I'm a fair person. Very fair person. If you do book a full session or a 15-minute session and you did spend some Skrilla or circulated some Skrilla, that's what we used to say. We used to call money Skrilla. Big up the Star. He reminded me of that from Star Report. If you did send some Skrilla, I will take off what you sent through here off of the initial price of the session. So if let's say if you sent $20, then I'll take off $20 off of it. If you send $11.11, I'll take off $11 off of it. If you send $12.12, I'll take off $11 off of the session. If you can prove to me that you have the receipt, what you send, you got to send me the receipt though. Don't play with me. I need to see the receipt that you did spend some Skrilla today. All right. So I just want people to know I'm fair. I'm a fair brother. I'm fair. I strive to be a fair, good-hearted brother in all aspects of my life. You know, I went through my knucklehead stuff when I was younger, so I know what this is. So I'm striving to be better, and I want all of you out there to strive to be better also. Be your best, because that's all you can be in this day and time. Strive to be your best. Ariana, I'm going to put you, I'm lining you up right now. Big up to Ariana. She's here. She dropped some Skrilla through PayPal. Big up to y'all. She dropped $11.11 through PayPal. Thank you very much, Ariana Kane. You should be a writer. You know this. That number 3 that you're born under, that's a writer's number. That's a writer's name. Ariana Kane, like Erica Kane. Come on, Ariana. Stop playing, girl. You better. I don't even have to do a session for you. You know what you're supposed to do. You playing games. You know what you're supposed to do, Ariana. I'm not up to you yet. I'm not up to you yet. Be patient. I'm not up to you yet, but you know what you're supposed to do, girl. I don't know what you playing. Why you playing with me? Why you playing with your brother? I know what you're supposed to do with that numbers. Them numbers, I know it. When them numbers pop up, I say, oh, 3 came up. If you're born under the number 3, the 12, the 21st or the 30th of the month, you're supposed to express yourself on multiple levels, whether it's through writing, art, music, basketball, game, dancing, whatever it is. Anytime 3 shows up, and if you have a lot of 3s in your chart, stop playing. It's your birthday. Stop playing. It's your birthday. I'm going to party like it's your birthday because I don't give up. It's not your birthday. You know what I'm saying? Big up to 50 cents. All right. The last person is Deja Young. That's going to be the last person. I got everybody lined up. All right. Lakia, thank you for that donation. Beautiful. Thank you. I received that. Lakia, since you sent the donation, the $20, and you sent the $2, and you sent the $13.13, add all of that up. I will take that off of the 35-minute session when you're ready. When you're ready, I will take that off of the 35-minute session when you're ready. All right. So just make sure you got the receipts and let me know that those are your receipts because you spent Skrilla 3 times. All right. All right. So let's start with Jamesia. Sound like Jamaica. Yeah. Sound like Jamaica. Remember, do not circulate no more funds because I want to get out of here and go spend some time with the grandbabies. I'm going to spend some time with the grandbabies today. Oh, okay. Jamesia. Whoa. Okay. That 21 again. I just told y'all about 21. 19, and you're born 1992. That adds up to a 3 also, girl. You know what you're supposed to do. I know you like good music. I could tell by your numbers you like good music. You could cut a rug when you get on that dance floor. But you're in your head. Get out of your head. There's that 22 that equals a 4 on the lower frequency. You get out of your head, girl. Get out of your head. 21 equals 3. Beautiful writer's number. Right? The people that are connected to the, let me tell you something. I say this all the time to anybody that's connected to that number 3 energy, and 5 on another level also. Okay, so your life path adds up to that's 5. I see what's going on here. 7. Life path. Remember, the life path follows you throughout your life in succession with all these numbers, and all these numbers can work for you throughout your life. But there's a little bit more stronger at different periods of time. These are all stronger at different periods of times. Now I see what's happening with you. You got to get out of your head, girl. Get out of your head space. Stop living in your head. Sometimes you can be very scattered in thoughts in your mind, when in actuality, you came to do some great things. 22 is supposed to do things on a global level. And remember, 22 is one of the numbers that can turn any downloads of business opportunities and ideas on a global level. But you got to use technology. That's the technological number. You can't run away from technology. And you got to communicate clearly what you want to do without being scattered and reckless, because 3 on its negative is a scattered and reckless number. And the year that you're born adds up to the 21. Remember, 21 in my book and in the older form of numerology is the initiation number. So you're born to go through initiations. Let me say that again to you, Jamesia. You're born to go through initiator, but that don't kill you, make you stronger. And in my book, I talk about it on towards the bottom of the paragraph. It says, it is also said the person connected to the number 21 gain success after long battles, and the crown of the Magi, because that is the crown of the Magi energy right here. That's the crown of the Magi. So the crown of the Magi energy shows up to you double time. So you have the power to turn things and crown your creative aspect, your magic aspect, and turn it into something, because people connected to that number 3 is supposed to turn their pain, pleasures, and passion into profit. And because 21 is the number of the universe in tarot, it's a number of advancements. It's a number of honors, elevation, and success in your life. But you got to go through some stuff to get through some stuff. And you got to be patient with yourself, because 7 is that reflective, introspective, but also the law of attraction number that's letting you know, don't have to worry about a thing. You don't really have to worry about a thing, but if you let the negative of the number 7 draw you down to worrying, and you're using the negative of 22, which is the 4, that draw you down to overthinking, when in actuality, you're supposed to go through these long battles and these initiation and these tests of your determination. You're supposed to go through it. But again, that don't kill you. You're still young. And I know you're born in a microwave society. No, baby. It's not microwave. You ain't going to push a button and make it happen. You got to go through your ish. Just like, who else was born on your birthday? Who else was born on a birthday? I have somebody in my head that was born on, but people born on the 21st go through a lot of stuff. Jordan Peele, born on the 21st. Nina Simone, born on the 21st. Dr. Umar Johnson, born on the 21st. Samuel L. Jackson, born on the 21st. They've been through, if you follow their story, they've been through some stuff with their mother, with their father's side, with their family, all the weird and unusual, crazy stuff. But they got to turn whatever they went through, their pain, pleasures, and passion, into profit. You're supposed to turn your pain, pleasures, and passion, your PPP, into profit. So anything that you have within you, Jamesia, you need to turn it into something great. Stop playing with it. You're supposed to go through your ups and downs, but you're born under the crown of the Magi number. Magi's in history was able to turn little of nothing into something. You better do it too and stop playing. Bye, girl. Bye. I'm not looking at the chat because I want to stay focused. Next. Remember, do not circulate any more funds because I'm closing down this broadcast after I finish all these persons. The last person will be Young. Will be Deja Young. Next person is Rodriguez. Gilma Rodriguez. Gilma Rodriguez. You're born the same day as Putin. You're born the same day as the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. You're born the same day as Desmond Tutu. 10/7/1957. And you're not too old to be successful. Stop playing. If you claim old age, that's you doing it to yourself. I don't care if you cripple. If you cripple, then you have somebody record your life and let them talk, because this is a legacy. See, hopefully you've worked on your legacy and you're leaving a legacy for your babies. Hopefully. And if you're not leaving a legacy for your babies, leave a legacy for humanity. Serve the greater good for humanity, because at the end of the day, your alignment number says you're not a follower, you're a boss. You're not a manager, you're a boss, but you got to do it from a spiritual perspective. That's why Elijah Muhammad was so successful. That's why Desmond Tutu was so successful. Putin is successful because he is willing to recognize the need to what he needs for his community, what he needs for his country, because that's the legacy leaving number right there, 17, which is an 8. That means you're supposed to leave something behind. He's a good arguer. That's why he likes to argue. I can look at his numbers and tell he likes to argue, and you like to put up a good argument too. You're an old soul. These are old soul numbers. Anytime you see 7, 8, 9, and going up above, these are old soul numbers. So more than likely, you like old school music, old school ways, old school attitude, not just because you're older. Since you was young, you like to be amongst that older school energy, that old school energy. You might have gotten along very well with your grandparents or somebody older. These are old school energies, old energies right there. But 7 is reminding you to be spiritual. And if you want to attract whatever you want to attract, you have to dig within, be respectful, be reflective, have introspection, and then write down what you want to manifest. Even having a vision board, no matter how old you are, you can have a vision board for what you want to do next. You can have a vision board for what you want to do next, because you're actually 66 years of age. You're 66. Man, Kentucky Fried Chicken got his best success in the 60s. People like Les Brown still moving in his 70s. Lloyd Strayhorn in their 70s doing their damn thing. You ain't got no excuse unless you ain't got no legs. And you ain't got nothing to, but even if you had no legs, record your story. Because when I add all this together for your life path, when you add all of that together, that equals 1974. Woo! Guess what that is? That's 10 plus 7 plus 4 equals, again, this 21 comes up. You're supposed to write your life story because you got something to say. You've held a lot of stuff in throughout your life, but you got something to say because that's your life path. And if you stifled your voice and didn't talk up, that could be a problem. But according to this number, you like a good debate. You like a good argument. It doesn't have to always go there, but you like a good debate. I understand. But there's certain times when you need to be at your own peace and your own peace of mind, because 7 is that peace of mind number. You sit and observe, you watch things, you check things out, you read the room. Then after you read the room, then you better talk articulate. You better speak up with articulation. You better speak up and put in your argument. And because 1957, that 10 plus 5 plus 7 equals 22, master number. So this is the frequency of you've been in your master number frequency officially since your 52nd birthday. Although you're 66, the wisdom cycle lasts for 28 years, and the wisdom cycle is usually predicated on the year that you're born as you're getting older. So since your 52nd birthday, 52 plus 28 equals 80. So you're in your wisdom cycle for the next 28 years, or until you're at the age of 80. And the wisdom says you need to show forth all your wisdom of all the things that you've learned over the years. You're supposed to learn, earn, and return to yourself and your family as legacy, because that's the legacy leaving number that you led with. This is the writer's number. So anything you need to express, let out, reveal, tell, talk your truth, you can make money from it, because like I said about the last person, people connected to the number 3 are supposed to turn their pain, pleasure, and passion into profit. So whatever you went through in these last 66 years, you turn your pain, pleasures, passion into profit. I hope this helped you. When you're ready to book a full session with me, I ain't playing with y'all no more. I don't like these quickies, but I'll do it because y'all circulating funds. And please do not circulate any more funds. And I'm good. All right, boom. Let me finish off. Next is Mystic Mars. Mystic Mars is next. Then we have Isaiah. Then we have Ariana. And then we have Deja Young. That is the last person. Last person is Deja Young. Okay? Let me drink some water. Pardon me. Big up to Ankh Rising Sun. The Yes I Am bottles. The Yes I Am bottle. I got this years ago. Big up to Ankh Rising Sun. Make sure y'all support him at Magnet Crystals and Pyramids and Crystals. His YouTube channel. All right, so 529. 1986. Oops. Okay, already we know that 29 adds up to that master number 11, which is a number 2 on the lower frequency. A lot of numerologists will tell you that when it gets to a master number, don't ever break down the master number. That's their perspective. If you're not living up to your mastery, then it will automatically drop to the lower frequency of the number 11. 1 + 1 = 2. It just makes sense. But most numerologists will tell you never do this. Never drop 22 to number 4. Never drop 33 to number 6. But again, with great masters, if with great responsibility comes great power. With great power comes responsibility. This is a powerful number. 22 is a powerful number. 33 is a powerful, all the way to 99. Those are powerful doubling frequencies of the 1, the 2, all the way to the 9. But with great power comes great responsibility. And if you're not willing to respond to your ability, then it will naturally go to the number 2. 5 + 29 = 34. Already, communication is the key. Spiritual communication is the ultimate and higher key, and bringing equilibrium between the physical and the spiritual realm, the 11, but being careful of being deceptive or being deceived by others. Because master number 11 is here as a portal for you to download ideals and information and become famous from those ideals and information. Who in history was born on the 29th? Oprah Winfrey was born January 29th. Michael Jackson, born August 29th. Think about it. Chadwick Boseman, born on the 29th. 29 is the equilibrium between the physical and the spiritual realm. So whatever ideals, because I know you get a lot of ideals, but you're holding it in your head and overthinking them when you're supposed to expand and discipline those things so you can attract what you need and attract what you want, since 7 is the law of attraction number. But you got to do the due diligence of research before any ideals that come down through those spiritual inputs and those spiritual uploads and downloads. You got to do the research and make it work for you, because 7 is still the law of attraction number. 11 is still the number of fame and fortune, but 29 can be the number of treachery and deception by other people, or you being treacherous and deceiving other people. So you got to be very careful of that. There's a duality in everything, but you got to have compassion also, because 11 adds up to the number 2, which deals with compassion and bringing balance to things. And when you add all of that, your life path adds to 1986, that equals 2020. Okay. We know there's a thing called 2020 vision. So whatever you do, you got to have 2020 vision, which adds up to a 4, laying the foundation of building something. But you have to have 2020 vision. You have to be a visionaire. And if I remove these 2 zeros, I got master number 22. I'm looking at things from a holistic perspective. Remember, the number 20 by itself is the number of awakening, divine awakening, some great purpose that you came to do. So if all of this adds up to 2020, what is the purpose? What are the ideas that you've downloaded and you haven't used yet? What is your problem? Why are you second guessing yourself and overthinking positive, productive things? If it's positive and productive, you need to do it. If it's positive and productive, I'm talking to you, Mystic Mars. If it's positive and productive, do it till you're satisfied. Whatever it is, you got to do it. Do it to the moon. Come and do it, baby. Do it. And because the year adds up to a number 6, it's all about healing and helping people, because that's what 11 came to do. Heal, help people from a spiritual perspective, from a balanced and harmonizing perspective, and forgive and find balance and structure in whatever you do and master what you do. All of the numbers work together. They play together in a big playpen, in a big sandbox. If you know how to play, they will play with you. It's a vibration to guide you, not control you. I hope that helped you out, Mystic Mars. Come and do it, baby. You go ahead and do it. Don't overthink it. Do it till you're satisfied. Whatever it is, you got to do it. Next, Isaiah, please do not circulate any more money. If you do, you're missing out. It's all right. That means you're going to have to come back to me another time, because I'm not looking at the chat. I'm not doing none of that right now. Isaiah, powerful name. That's the name of one of my grandsons, Isaiah. All right. He's born the same day as my son, too. My son, one of my sons is born on January 23rd. Come and do it, baby. Do it to satisfy whatever it is. You got to do it. Do it to the moon. Do it. All right, look here. You're a loving person, just like my son. He's born the same day. Very loving person. What's so funny, you're born 1998. He's born 1989. Go figure that one out. Big up to my son, Prince Imagine. Great. Y'all know who Prince Imagine is. I talk about him all the time. Here's his flyer. He's a producer. Y'all will do good at anything you put your mind to. He's a recording master. He masters recording, producing. He helps with photography, all of that, merchandising, all of that. That's my son, born the same day you're born, Isaiah, because y'all are here to do multiple things. Y'all just need to know how to do things in a healing, in a compassionate, and in a structural manner. That's why 1 + 23 adds up to 24. That deals with compassion, that deals with bringing balance, but it also deals with discipline and structure. You can't be, I won't suggest you being all over the place, because sometimes the number 23 adds up to a number 5 that can be all over the place. But the number 6 is reminding you to stay balanced. The number 6 is reminding you to stay balanced, and your life path adds up to the 222, which is a number 6. My son's life path is a number 6. So I know he's a loving soul. He has to do things in regards to love and help, and he loves to help people. But don't use and abuse him. He will leave you alone if you try to use and abuse him. It's one thing about my children. They ain't into the bull crap. They got it from their daddy. We ain't in it. And even if they're not living with it, if they're not talking to me, they got it they got it from their daddy. Willing to detoxify themselves from people, places, and things that no longer serve your highest purpose. You see that 222 there? Let's look in the book. Let's look in the angel number book for 222. Let's look in the angel, since that 222 showed up. Although it's 2022, but I removed that 0 for you. And let's see what 222 says. It says, trust that everything is working out exactly as it's supposed to, with divine blessings for everyone involved. Let go and have faith. You got to learn to let go and have faith in whatever you do in helping people, because these 3 numbers are the numbers of helping humanity on a higher level and a lower level. These 3 numbers are the numbers of helping people, whether it's through music, whether it's through service, natural health, nursing, social work, whatever you decide to do, because 5 is here to do expansive things. And remember, the number 23 is the number of the royal star and the lion, and the star of the lion and the lioness. So it is a number of advancements and accomplishments on a greater level. But you got to be very careful of being scattered. You got to be very careful of being unbalanced. You got to be very careful of getting into arguments and contention with each other. Always stay on a higher vibratory level and be willing to trust the universe. That's what 222 represents. Trusting your universe that it will bring love, balance, and forgiveness, and truth, and justice, and reciprocity. Ma'at. That's what that number 6 represents. Ma'at, bringing balance. 5 and 6 are the middle numbers. So stay focused, Isaiah. Stay focused. You can do it. Stop running away from your powers and start running to your healing powers, because you are going to attract people that need help in healing a lot. Are you going to turn it into a business, be a consultant? What you going to do with it? Are you going to turn it into something that's going to be helpful to you? Because the number 5 is here to expand your brand. And number 27, which is a 9, is to be international with your brand. Whatever you do, got to be on an international level. Don't lower your frequency for other people's bull crap. Stay on a higher vibratory level and don't let people bring you into arguments. Always bring love and light to situations, to people, or whoever you're dealing with. All right? I hope that helped you out, Isaiah. Last people that I'm about to finish off. Isaiah, I hope that helped you out in some way. I got 2 more people. That's it. 2 more people, and that is it. Do not circulate no more funds to me. 2 more people, and that is it. I got Ariana Kane. Girl, Ariana Kane, you playing games with your name, Miss Ariana Kane. You playing games with your name. And then I have Young. Playing games with that name. Who else is born on that day? I know a few people that are born July. Let me look up that. July 3rd. Celebrities. Ted Cassidy. Let's go to famous birthdays. Let me see who's born. No, that's not July 3rd. July 3rd. Tom Cruise is born on your birthday. Tom Cruise born on your birthday. YouTube star Corinne Joy is born on your birthday. Ellie King, pop singer, is born on your birthday. Mike Ryan born on your birthday. Thomas Gibson born on your birthday. Who else born on your birthday? Somebody in history that I think is born on your birthday too. Deep history. Bolo Young is born on your birthday. Okay, the martial artist. Big up to Bolo from the Bruce Lee flicks. Okay. Enough of that. Let me go. Okay, so what the heck? Something just happened to my computer. Hold on. Okay, there he is. All right. So 7/3/1977. Key numbers right there. According to Vedic numerology, those are key numbers. That's a key factor right there. 7 and 3. Already you got the 10, which is the wheel of fortune, the leadership qualities. You're here to be a leader of what you're willing to express, because 3 is the number of expression, expansion, and growth, optimism, and it's the number of enthusiastic attitude, jovial, and a good sense of humor. That is the number that you're born under. You got to take advantage of all of that. Communicating clearly is going to be very important for you if you want to be a leader in whatever field you are, because right now you might be a little scattered in your thoughts, when in actuality, you know you got the talent to either want to sing or dance or write. You got ideals that you want to, you got to write your ideals and put them to work. You got to write your ideals and put them to work. When I add 7 plus 3 plus 1977, that equals 1987. And when you add that together, that adds up to a number 25. You're overthinking. You're in your head too much. Get out of your head. That 7 there shows me that you're overthinking. That's the overthinking number. That's the scattered brain number. That alongside number 5, scattered brain. 14 plus 10 equals. And you're going to find yourself imbalanced if you don't learn to discipline your thoughts. The 7-7 is also connected to 7, but 7-7 equals 14, which is also a scattered energy, but it's a spiritual adaptivity number. How to adapt on a spiritual level. So you're supposed to be able to go in and out and adapt with people, but be willing to express all that you've learned through writing, because this is writing. This is a writer's number right here. These are writer's numbers right here. 7, 3, and 1. All odd numbers are definitely writer's numbers. And 9. All writers' numbers. But if you want to be the leader in your field, you got to write the ideals that you have. And like I said about the other 3s, you turn your pain, pleasures, and passion into profit. So even if you went through a bad breakup, write about it. If you went through a wholesome pregnancy, write about it. If you got beautiful children, write about each one of the. You turn your pain, pleasures, and passion into profit. Have a vision for what you want to do and how you want to do it, because the 25 is still the number of endurance and strife and trials in your life. But he who endures till the end will be successful. It's the number of strength and observation. So observe things, not only from a physical perspective, but also a spiritual perspective. Observe, be observant, and then bring balance to it, because 1977 adds up to the number 6, which says you got to bring balance, forgiveness. Whatever happened in the family, whatever happened with mommy or daddy's side, forgive, let go, and grow, because it's really not for them. It's for you to forgive, let go, and stop holding on to things, because 7, hold on to things and worry about things. Get over that. Stop overthinking. Observe, meditate, and then manifest what you want, because again, you're supposed to turn your pain, pleasure, and passion into profit, then become the leader, because that's the wheel of fortune energy. Whatever you want to do, whatever you put your mind to, you could accomplish it. That's your lead frequency. Use it. But what happened is that you've held a lot throughout your life. That is your life path right here. So if you've held a lot throughout your life, and I got it, I see what's happening. You got to let it go. Let go, let God, find balance, and be willing to express yourself. Stop holding your shock. Because when you're amongst your friends, you know how to talk. You got the gift of gabs. But are you going to turn your gift of gab into something beneficial? That's totally up to you. Nobody's stopping you but you. All right. On the wings of love, only the two of us together flying high. Next and last. Deja Young. What up, Deja Young? Thank you very much for being a part of the journey. I want to thank everybody that supported me throughout this journey and that helped voted me for me at the award show. I want to thank everybody that came up to me at the Gathering of the Masters and the award show. 1/5/1997. This is the last one, last release. 6. There goes that 6, that balance, that healing number. Let me say something about that. In cosmic numerology, when 6 shows up as your achievement number, when you add the 1 plus the 5, that's called the achievement number, or what I call the alignment number, or what a lot of numerologists call the first pinnacle. You got to be very careful of being a mother hen to everybody. You got to learn that you can't save everybody either, because you attract people that need help and healing a lot. If people come for you and Dr. B born the same day. So, matter of fact, study Dr. B. Dr. B serious. Study Dr. B. Go learn from him, because what he's done with his loving and entertaining frequency and his communication frequency and his adaptable frequency is turned it into business. So that's why he consults people. That's why he has products and all that. That's where that 6 is. He's older than you, of course, but y'all have shared the same frequency right there. You got to follow Dr. B and what Dr. B is teaching, because you could be the next Dr. B in your own, from your own perspective, Deja. Dr. B born the same day. And when you add that 1 plus 5 plus 1997, that equals 2003. Still, these scattered energies keep on coming up, which adds up to a number 5, but that's all right. It's still a number of brilliance. 5 is the number of communication and brilliance. and the ability to communicate on an adaptable level, but also it's a traveling and a freedom number to travel and be free of what he wants to do. That's why sometimes people born on the 5, you can't keep them in a relationship because you can't control them. They will allow you to control them if they want to fall in love with you in some form of fashion. But 5, you can't control them. So you got to let them be them in order for you to stay connected with them. They'll always be there, but you got to let them be free. That's the freedom number. And sometimes people born on that 5 either get married very early or they get married very late. But if you love, and you got to be very careful who you allow in your cipher to love. You got to be very careful of negative addictions. Negative addictions. It's good to have positive addictions, but negative addictions, you got to be very careful of negative addiction. Positive addiction is when you go towards the 6, when it's about educating, learning, wanting to learn. Learn positive, productive things like Dr. B. He will tell you he's been through drugs, the entertainment world, the whole bull crap. But he was able to turn those lessons into blessings. Now he's helping you and helping us in the community. Now, 1997, when you add that adds up to a number 26. That number 26, which is a number 8. Now, 26 in compound numerology, if you read my book, Numerovation for Mental Stability, the 26 is the number of disasters brought by acquaintances with others and loss brought by bad speculation, bad partnership, bad unions, and bad advice. So you're born in the year of things that can lead you to that. But on the positive of that, it's telling you to consider the path taken and treading lightly with caution. And sometimes 5s don't do that. They want their freedom to do what they want to do, although your number 8 is telling you, hey, they're going to smack you upside your head because 8 is a balanced number. 26 is a number of balance. All of those numbers. 6 is a number of balance. Although you want to run around and be free and do what you want to do, you're getting too old for that stuff. You got to find balance. You got to find discipline. You got to find balance and discipline if you want to succeed in this life, just like Dr. B did. He found balance. He found discipline. And that number 26, that's the year that you're born under. It's a good number for compassion, consideration, patience, and responsibility. But on a negative, you got to be very careful of bad speculation, bad partnerships, bad advice, and bad unions with bad people. But you got a lot of ideals that come to you. And remember, you can't be the mother hen to everybody. What you need to learn to do with the 6 being right there, you always got to guide people by asking them the questions that will pull their greatness out of them. You can't tell them all the time. I know you want to teach your friends or guide your friend and help your friend. Not everybody wants that, and you shouldn't have to give it all the time. You have to be with, because of that 6 is here to bring balance. You have to ask them the questions that's going to bring their greatness and bring the ideal out of them so they can answer it, because it's already in them. All they have to do is tap in, just like it's in you. You just have to deja vu. Deja vu. This is deja vu to you. You know this innately, but it's time for you to live it in a disciplined, balanced, adaptive manner. And that's what it's all saying to me for you. So I hope you enjoyed what I just shared with you. Make sure you do a full session with me. That was the last person, family. Do not circulate any more funds. That's the last person. Man, woo! Did you enjoy what I shared? If you enjoyed what I shared, put the number 1 in the mother flipping chat, family. If you enjoyed what I shared. If you enjoyed what I shared today, put the number 1 in the chat. If you enjoyed what I shared today, put the number 1 in the chat. I'm very good at what I do, and I mean well. I can honestly say that. I mean well, and I want you to be, I want y'all to be better. I really do want you to be better. I want all of us to make it there and be better. I want all of us to be better. That's what I want in my whole heart, that all of us can be better and all of us can use our mathematics in any form of fashion. Use it to your benefit. It's here to guide you, not take you away from your path. It gives you it's objective. It gives you the positive and negative, and it's up to you which road you choose. Or you can be complacent and don't want to show none of your greatness. Some people are here just to be spiritually homeless. Some people are spiritually homeless, that they'll never do anything in this lifetime. Maybe they have to come back and do it again, or maybe they did it in a past life. They came here to be a spiritual homeless person. Some people came to do that. That's why I would definitely suggest that you go and check out Sri Master Gano Grills in Atlanta when he comes to Atlanta the end of this month. You know? Because these divine digital codes connected to your birthday and your name are exactly what they are. Divine digital codes to allow you to digitize your life and live on code. Digitizing your life and live on code. And sometimes the negative of those codes can go down the other road. That's when you're living off code. But if you're living on the higher vibration of the 1 through 9 or the 1 through 31 or all the master numbers that you may have in your name or your birthday, then you're living in divine digital codes that can guide you and help you to be your very best self, like it's helping me, like it's helping Les Brown, like it's helped Lloyd Strayhorn, like it's helped Brother Rich, like it's helped Billy Carson and Elizabeth, like it's helped many of us. Sri Master Gano Grills also deals with the digital coding. His alignment numbers are master number 11 because he's born October the 19th. And when you add that together, you get that 38, which is the number 11. All right, let me see. Let me make sure I'm clear with that. Hold on. Plus 19 equals 29. Sorry, that's 29, which is 11. It adds up to 29, which is 11. That's Sri Master Gano Grills. He has that 11 master number. So he's doing exactly what he's supposed to do, teaching these type of classes. So he'll be here to share his wisdom August the 30th, August 31st, and September the 1st. He'll be here to share his wisdom. Sri Master. And if you can't get a chance, if you didn't get to watch the interview with me and him, please go to Kerry Ann Ingram's website. Go to Kerry Ann Ingram. And look, everybody may not agree with him. And you're not, because you have willpower and all that, you don't have to agree with him, but you can respect the knowledge that he disseminates. Because he's trying to help humanity, just like I'm trying to help humanity from my perspective. You understand? Just like Dick Gregory helped humanity from his perspective. Just like Ashwa Kwesi helps and his wife helps humanity from their perspective. Just like Kerry Ann Ingram helps humanity from her perspective. Just like Nina Diamond helps humanity from her perspective. Just like Alicia Kair with this work from home position, she helps humanity from her perspective. Like Lloyd Strayhorn, he helps humanity from his perspective. Like cartomancy teacher and yoga master and Reiki master, Sister Amira, helps humanity from her perspective. Just like my son in the musical world and his music on his website, on his YouTube channel, Prince Imagine at YouTube, he helps people and helps humanity from his perspective. I help humanity through numerovation from my perspective, through my classes, through my books, and whatever Dr. B and Dr. Blair says. I forgive myself, forgive my family and others for imperfection. And I'm thankful for my life by Dr. B. And like Dr. Delbert Blair, from his perspective, he helped people and humanity from his perspective. That's why he left this prayer for all of us. Please, Universal Creator, know in my heart that I love you. Please protect me and this planet on which I live now. Please open my mind, my spirit, and my soul to receive only truth in your love now. We want to thank Dr. B, Dr. Blair, everybody that is doing their work from their own perspective. We want to thank all of you out there that's doing your own work. I want to thank all of you, even if I don't know you personally. Just make sure whatever work you're doing is making a difference. M-A-D, make a difference. That's 414-9 That's the highest single-digit number in numerology. So in making a difference in both systems of numerology adds up to the number 9, which is the 99. That means you are supposed to take things to a higher level while making a difference. That's the acronym of the word. That's the abbreviation of the saying. Make a difference. Making a difference. Make me mad. I'm mad. I'm mad. Big up to Lieutenant Stitchy. I'm mad. Making a difference is why I'm mad. I want to make a difference. 9 is the frequency of making a difference as far as the abbreviation and the abbreviation is concerned, or what do you call it again? Yeah, abbreviation, or the initials of each word, making a difference. So I want to stay on a higher vibration. That's why I come on here with the numerovational perspective and keeping things on a higher vibration. On that note, family, this will probably be up for 72 hours, but if you join my membership, you'll be able to watch it over and over and over and over. So give this thing about 24 hours to 72 hours. That's my membership. Let me put it in the chat if you want to join my membership on YouTube. Got some exclusive content that's up there, or content that you probably watched and I took it down. I see the Duke of Tears is on there. Oh, yeah. You can't just put things up there. I'm going to be putting Phil Valentine up there, exclusive content, exclusive interviews. Here it is. On the YouTube membership. It's in the chat right now. It's in the chat. So those who want to subscribe to my YouTube membership, there it is. Memberships only. It's members only tonight. Members only, baby. Members only. You know, I love some good music, so I like to dance too. I like to do it to my love songs. I like to dance to my love song. All right. It's members only, baby. All right. So this more likely will go into members only. All right. So it is what it is, because this is some profound stuff I've been dropping, and from a simple perspective. It's nothing crazy. I don't want to go again. Today is August the 17th, another form of the Lion's Gate, which adds up to the 33 in one aspect and adds up to a 15 in another aspect. Come on. And it adds up to a 24. Everything is leading to healing. Stay healed up, stay focused. Heal your relationships with your mother, your father, your sisters, your brothers, your cousins, whoever you got to heal your relationship with. If you can't do it verbally, do it spiritually in your prayers. Because one thing I do for all my friends, all my family, even the ones that I'm not talking to, I pray for all of them. I make sure those from my past, present, and future, even though I'm not talking to them, I still pray for them. Because I'm letting go of the hurt that I gave them, and I'm letting go of the hurt that they gave me. I'm letting it go. I'm about this healing. All right? Have a great day, afternoon, or evening, family. Be great at everything you do. Again, this has been the numerovational and spiritual perspective of life is a series of lessons. With call-ins and a circulation-driven show it was, and I want to thank everybody that circulated, and may you get your circulation back in 100 folds, like I know I'm getting it all the time, in 100 folds. That's why we circulate. We don't spend money. We circulate money. We don't pay bills. We circulate to bills. We don't buy a bus ticket. We circulate to bus tickets. I don't buy food. I circulate to food, because I want my finance to come back in a circulation manner. And once again, happy birthday to Sister Khadija. Brother Panic's wife. Happy birthday to Marcus Mosiah Garvey today. Cosmic birthday. Happy birthday, a cosmic birthday to Mr. C. Today is his birthday. The one of the great DJs from out of Brooklyn, New York. No matter what he went through, he was still very good at what he did. And once again, pay attention to this Lion's Gate. And the next Lion's Gate is the Virgin Gate, the analytical gate, because the next Lion's Gate in this month of August is August the 26th. From my perspective, I don't know about anybody else. So this is the second Lion's Gate today, August the 17th, 2024. The next one in the Virgo energy is going to be the analytical Virgin type energy. So you have to remove what you've learned and unlearn in order to you to relearn in that particular lion's gate. From my perspective, I don't know about anybody talking about it, but I know from my perspective, that's how I see it from a numerical perspective. That's why this is called the Numerovational Perspective. Again, if you get the hardcover book, if you buy that hardcover book, you have a choice to get any one of Billy Carson's books for free. Any one of them. But you have to make sure you put your address after you pay and circulate $88.88. Just put your full name and address in the PayPal or Cash App description. Or if you can't do that in Cash App, I know you can do it in PayPal. Just text me and let me know that you send me the receipt that you did spend $88 for my book, but I'm going to give, and let me know which book that you want. Do you want the Humanity, Epic of Humanity, Fractal Holographic Universe, Emerald Tablets, or do you want Woke Doesn't Mean Broke? You got to let me know which one you want if you spend any Skrilla towards this book. All right? Have a great day, afternoon, or evening. Be safe, be great, be focused. Let me call my grandchildren to see if they're going to be up and ready to roll and do whatever we got to do in the backyard. Peace out. Love y'all. Content disclaimer. The views, comments, and opinions expressed by guest speakers or authors on this YouTube channel do not necessarily reflect or represent the views and opinions held by this channel's broadcasters and its sponsors. Parental guidance is advised. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teachers, scholarship, education, and research. For fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringed.
King Simon, I love him. He's family, and he has one of the top shows on the Forbidden Knowledge TV network, actually. Right. So make sure you guys check that out if you haven't. Yeah, this show is called, it was really based on numerovation. It's a numerology show, and it's called How to Calculate Your Destiny. Yes. By King Simon. He's the host of the show. The show has done so well, we're now getting ready to start working on filming season 2. All right, so King Simon, one of the top shows on Forbidden Knowledge TV, streaming TV platform.
If you want to be a spiritually dynamic person, it starts with the basics of getting your character in order first.
Join us today for 3 unique presentations. Apotheosis, Friday, August 30th. Ultra Nahata, Saturday, August 31st. Awakenings, Sunday, September 1st. In Atlanta, Georgia, early bird tickets and discount room and group rates are available at events.galacticus.com.
Numerovation with King Simon. Text me now at 347-496-1022. You could also take my course if you want to, but do text me for your sessions at 347-496-1022. You could also get my books on Amazon at Linktr.ee/King Simon the Numerovator. Remember, you can book your session and get it done right now. 347-496-1022. That's 347-496-1022. King Simon the Numerovator. So remember, our job as studiers of these metaphysical, esoteric knowledge is to help enhance people to be better. I, as a numerovator, using the numbers, or quote-unquote numerals, and motivation to get people to understand why they need to activate their numbers to be their very best self and maximize it. Because the numerals hold a frequency. And if you're willing to turn up that frequency, then that frequency can help to guide you and navigate you to a higher height that will allow you to spiral to be your best self. Must remember that.